Go.
Hello and welcome to Boom 11. And we've got a guest here today, and just the perfect time, you would say, because it is Internazionale versus AC Milan. Whose home ground you would never know because San Siro is shared by both, just like this camera space is being shared by Abel and Rohan. Rohan, welcome to our
Exactly.
stream.
Yo,
How
Jared,
are you
what's
feeling?
up?
First ever
It's been so long.
Champions League experience. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling. I have no idea what I'm feeling. I'm feeling so much hype because I don't know. Abel knows. Abel knows the rest. I
Yeah,
got no idea about what this entire game is all about, but I know the fact that this game is going to be a big hype, and that's what Abel and Jaren has told me. And I'm just watching with you guys to know the
hype.
impact and the hype that goes along with it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, what's up? What's up, Abel? What's
I'm
your
doing
thoughts
great,
about it?
man.
Yeah,
I'm doing great, man. I'm just watching it with you. So tell me about your thing about football. No? When did you get into
I
football?
mean,
That sort of thing.
I got into football back in fifth grade,
Hmm.
and it was a tedious journey because
Hmm.
I was not really good at sport.
Okay.
But football was kind of like one of those things that I used to play back in fifth, sixth, seventh grade, and World
I'm one of
Cup.
those guys in school who kick a
Yeah,
lot of balls
yeah,
around.
exactly. A lot of balls around. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sort of. But thing is, uh, one of the main aspect that I wanted to play football was the FIFA World Cup, which kind of like gave me a
Like
huge impact.
motivation.
The motivation,
Bro wasn't an
exactly.
edit.
Well, yeah, sort of. So the thing is, I mean, I had a Jabulani. I remember having a Jabulani at home.
Okay.
I have no clue, but thing is, I used to play with it, and I remember the first time I kind of kicked, and my mom gave me this milk, and I
Milk.
yeah, she gave me milk for
Okay.
breakfast. So
Okay.
it was this random breakfast, and I
Okay.
was like playing kicking around the ball, and the ball hit the fuck.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, is there any sort of censorship here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So
Connection.
the ball hit the freaking milk and kind of broke the entire mug all around, and my mom was kind of pretty pissed about this, and and I was like, bro, I'm playing football, mom.
Okay.
So that was one of the main memories, and especially I had a jersey of the Milan,
Which Milan?
AC Milan, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the red one.
the red one,
Yeah.
exactly. So I had the jersey. I didn't know what this team was all about, but I had this jersey. I used to be like, bro,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
the jersey that I have. So yes.
yeah. I have a very similar story as well, actually.
Yeah.
So, in
Maybe around
2006,
FIFA World Cup, I
for
guess, right? Yeah.
2006, my dad had sent me a jersey. I was in India back then, and my dad had sent me a jersey. It was during the World Cup, and Inter Milan had this Italian flag on top of it.
Right.
So in that World Cup, I supported Italy just because I got the jersey,
Oh.
and Italy went on to win the World Cup. Then I got to know that team was Inter Milan, but I never supported them ever in my life. But the fact of the matter was that particular World Cup, my first ever football jersey, I had one Netherlands jersey of I had a Netherlands jersey, and I had a Inter Milan jersey.
Yeah.
And the Inter Milan jersey had an Italian flag on top,
All right.
and that was my first ever memory as well. So same. I had the other side of Milan. I had the Inter
Okay,
Milan
the other
jersey.
side of the Milan. So the thing is, I thought this
No, I mean,
AC Milan, the AC.
Jaren has to
Oh
say
yeah,
something.
Jaren, just go ahead.
yeah, but this is a kind of a derby as well, isn't it? Two teams that share the same stadium. A very interesting lore as well about their the way they share San Siro. This time around, it's AC Milan who's taking up that home ground, but there are a bunch of fans outside the stadium at this point in time. You can hear the fans singing as well. But yeah, I mean that's a very interesting story right there. Rohan, because talking about my first football memory, I think 2010 was my first ever. The great
Right, right.
Jabulani, that football and the kind
Exactly.
of the mysticism around it. You would have to say that is incredible, that's what football does as well. It's just simple when you think about it. It's just a football that to any two grown men run around, but there's a lot more to it, and it's just so beautiful the way every game is set up. Yeah, I mean, today I think I would have to say wearing red, probably supporting AC Milan as well.
Yeah, I mean that sounds very incredible because thing is, FIFA World Cup is a big impact, right? To
Yeah.
almost all the football players around the world, or almost all the football fans around the world. Thing is, I'm a FIFA guy because thing is, I don't really follow up with football or
Can you
cricket
sing
or
a
whatever.
FIFA song?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you sing a FIFA song?
Waka waka stamina mina sangreva. This time for Africa. So that's one of the main songs that I used to listen. Not main songs, but it was like an overrated song to be precise. But thing is, I was actually going along with the
The
football
beat,
thingy.
the beat.
Yeah, the
Like, can you
beat.
put the beat on?
Is this supposed to be like trolling session for
No,
me
no,
or
no,
whatever?
no, no, no. And I want this to be a fun discussion as well.
Okay,
So
this
I
let's
mean, we
go.
have to welcome Smriti Jomon to the stream. Yes, Smriti, Abel has, what do you say, a lot of muscles, and yeah, he does have a heart as well. I don't know what to react to that. Abel, would you like to welcome her as well on the stream?
Hi Smriti, how are you doing? Peace out. Thanks for joining this late at night. We've got Rohan here. You might be knowing. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. So that's Rohan
yeah,
there.
I'm got a little hyped up, seeing Smriti.
Stop it. Let's just go.
All right, so yeah, going back, I was actually talking about FIFA World Cup exactly. So as a guy who never follows up football, but thing is, FIFA World Cup was always special to me, especially the songs they release and all that. Sounds like a basic football player, basic football fan. Yeah, that's what I was all about. But talking about the last year's football match and the football team, as well as all the shenanigans that was happening around with the FIFA World Cup, was exactly what I expected, and I'm very happy about it. Watching
So we
it.
got
All
someone
right,
saying,
love,
"Love this
love
new
for Rohan
dude."
already. Love this new dude.
All right,
Yeah,
Say
okay.
hi to
Rohan is pretty
Priyanka. She's one of
lovable.
our own.
Hi Priyanka T. Yeah,
Yeah, Rohan is pretty lovable as well. Some facts about him is
So
fact
he's a
number one.
girl's
He's
man,
lovable.
ladies
listen,
man.
I'm not a girl's man. I got a girlfriend. Come on.
He is a ladies' man, by the way. Yes, he
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
is.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes,
I
it's
mean,
very.
if you look at him, he's kind of going the Ranbir Kapoor style with the hair grown out and the beard grown out. That's how he is in the college
Is
as
this
well.
live about me or is this live
Yeah,
about?
let's talk about Milan
Yeah,
Derby.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
we're not talking about Rohan.
You're describing my physique at the moment.
Absolutely. I think the
Come
first we
on.
had to dedicate the first 6 minutes to the new guy. We had to do it. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
talking about the
man.
match so far, it just I mean, as we speak, Inter Milan are have gotten a long free kick, and they're
Yeah.
looking to get the ball into the
What's your
box as
prediction?
well. But
I don't know.
yeah,
I mean, I feel AC Milan's gonna win because
You had the jersey.
Yeah, I had the jersey exactly. I mean, love for the jersey, man. AC Milan.
No, this is Djokovic.
what
You
about
know
you,
that.
Abel? I mean, would you still go
Maybe
ahead,
he's going along with his
finally
own
break the
jersey, I
jinx?
guess. The other
No,
side of the AC.
I like AC Milan as well. European
Alright.
royalty matches
Wow.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, but give me a perception like how both the teams play and what are the
Yeah, okay.
capabilities, perspectives. What is it?
Okay, so if I have to just give me a minute because I'm just giving out a tweet. Maybe Jiren can talk about it. Meanwhile, I get
Yeah,
back.
Jared, give me
Yeah, I
an
mean,
insight.
No, wait, before I talk
No,
about it
just
because I'm
to
just
talk
putting a
about
tweet out for
it,
people.
it is a very peculiar one, you would say. Oh, they've already got a goal. They have scored
Oh wow!
already.
Oh wow!
From
This is
the
beautiful. What a
corner.
goal!
Yeah.
What a goal!
What a
React
what
to
a, what a brilliant
Yeah,
one. I
yeah.
mean, it is incredible already. Three of us
So
supporting AC Milan, but the goal goes Inter Milan
I should be
way.
supporting Inter
It
Milan.
looks
Sorry
like
guys, I'm
an
supporting Inter
alien.
Milan. Just for the records, I did not say AC Milan. I said Inter Milan because I had the
Oh
jersey.
no! You can't just shift your
Just
seats at
like me,
San
he's also very
Siro. You
jersey lover.
cannot be doing that, Abel. Because that's a very standard
Very
goal. You would have
nostalgic
to say the
about the
defense
jersey.
was completely caught sleeping, napping, if that's the way to put it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
Edin
was a
Dzeko,
beautiful
he
goal.
has
What a
scored
volley to
so
start off with.
many
Number
times for
one,
Roma.
we know what Dzeko can do in these kind of spaces. So
Yes,
especially when you have someone like a Dzeko right there in the middle of the park, and that's something which you need to understand. Is awareness inside the box one of the best? He's one of the most underrated strikers out there, and the way in which he
absolutely.
capitalizes on these moments is what makes him very unique as well. And you call what do you need of a striker? A player who can hold the ball a little bit, but awareness, his experience is now 34, 35. And you've seen Dzeko step up in these kind of moments. Even for Roma in 2018, he did step up a lot. But now, if you talk about the pressure is on AC Milan, you don't want to be going a goal down so early in a time, but it also gives you advantage,
Exactly.
right? You can still come back into it, but
Yeah.
then the pressure will be on them now at this point. Is what I feel.
And especially the fact that the San Siro is going to be beating down on AC Milan. I know they're playing at their home ground, so as to say, but
So, but
you can hear that
yeah,
this is
that's
an
one
Inter
factor.
Milan
As
crowd.
Rohan was asking
That's
me
for
about
sure.
Milan
exactly.
Derby, so as you all know,
Absolutely.
these two teams are from the same city, and so the stadium is divided into two halves.
Yeah.
One half is going to be supporting the blue side of it. The other half is going to be supporting the red side of it.
So they're from the same city,
Same
not from
cities.
a different city.
No, they're
Same
from the same
city,
city.
same
Called
city.
Inter Milan and
Okay.
AC Milan. That's the history about this.
Okay.
So historically, when these two teams came from the same city, they decided that they'd have the same stadium as well.
Yeah.
There were reports that they could share different stadiums, but then they both agreed upon one stadium, and that's why it's called San Siro. And San Siro is also one of the
Yeah.
guys who played for one of the teams, and they leased out a stadium initially, then they built upon it, and then these both share the same team. So people of the city will be supporting one half will be supporting the blue side, other half will be supporting the red side.
That's right.
If you ask me, historically, who's been the most successful one? It's been the red team,
Red
the AC Milan, because they've had these,
Jersey.
yeah, of course it's your jersey, but
yeah.
historically in Champions League as well, they met a couple of times in the Champions League in 2003 and 2005, and both of the occasions as well. The AC Milan went on to try and beat Inter Milan, and that's primarily because AC Milan had that team, in 2005. Where they had some of the greatest players of football playing in that one team. You had Maldini, you had Kaká.
The second goal. It is a second goal.
The second goal.
It is a
What a
second
goal! What a
goal.
that's a crazy
AC
goal.
Milan
now.
have been caught napping again. So much space there.
They were playing
So
well, and that was
much
such an
space of
open defense
Exactly.
that just opened up
Yeah.
the defense completely. I have to say, this was just poor defending,
Yeah.
nothing else. You let so much
Another
space.
Roma player as well.
Yeah.
It is Mkhitaryan. I mean, someone who's really
Mkhitaryan
revamped his career.
is the one who scored
at-
it. But I have to admit that was such poor defending from AC Milan. I think the tie is
Absolutely.
almost shifting to one side already. Something which you don't want to see.
I mean, I can still feel the intensity within the game
But
itself. I mean,
You would have to
both
say, Abel,
teams-
that there was a very
Second
clever
goal.
move by Lautaro Martinez. The AC Milan defense thought that the ball is going to Lautaro Martinez, who skipped the ball, allowed that space to Mkhitaryan, and he just did what any footballer in that position would have done. Open net, no
One
defenders
thing
in the
where I
middle.
see in that area is
Easy.
also, what AC Milan defense was caught napping there, nothing else. They should
Absolutely.
have been absolutely covering someone who was making the decoy run. At the same time, why would you let Mkhitaryan have such a big space? You had so much of space through the middle of the park, which you shouldn't be. That's criminal to do that, especially in the early parts of the game. I can understand if it was 88 minutes of a game where you're trying to go upfield and you have so much of space behind. But here it was just poor. But now AC Milan has no other option other than to open up a lot more now, which will mean Inter can sit back slightly, which they've been so comfortable doing against Porto. Even in the last match, whenever they played, who did they play last? Who did Inter play in the quarterfinal once again? I forgot. Oh, they played Benfica. Benfica, correct. They played Benfica. Even against Benfica, you saw that when Benfica was trying to attack, that is the moment where they capture. They try to counter it. Their counter-attacking has been exceptional. You saw that against Barcelona earlier this season as well. I have to admit, Inter Milan has had a very underrated season for their liking. They defeated Barcelona, went on to defeat Porto, went on to defeat Benfica, was unbeaten. We do give a lot of credit about AC Milan, but the Inter Milan has been the team in form at this point. You have to say Lautaro Martinez, Barella, Dzeko, for the matter, Mkhitaryan, Dumfries, all have come into the picture rightly. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you're speaking, I mean, you have to say that AC Milan were not expecting such a surprise double, you would have to say. And it's come from Mkhitaryan as well, and someone who's not really a goal scorer as much as a player who sets up plays and who sets up chances. But as you've rightly mentioned, Abel, it was a clear possibility that AC Milan was just caught napping, and there was nothing there that they could do. But now it just seems like now,
oh wait,
Yeah,
Was
they
it a
kind
foul?
of missed.
yeah, they
Was
was
it
a
a
goal kick as well. The players are complaining, but it just seems it's already the tensions are showing up. The cracks are already opening in the AC Milan defense. It seems like the foul was
That'll be
committed on our end.
Rohan, tell me,
It does look like a foul.
if you were to go watch a football match in
Yeah.
Europe,
Yeah.
would it be like a World Cup match or would it be a Champions League
The
match?
thing is, I got no clue about this Champions League as well as the teams that is pertaining to it.
Okay, I just
so
want to give everyone who's watching this. Rohan doesn't really watch football, and he agreed to do
Yeah.
this because we wanted to make this stream very chill. He sings
Exactly.
well, and we're gonna play some games with him as well. He's gonna pronounce some of the hard footballers' names
I
as
mean,
well.
that's a good way to do it. Make me mingle more because
Yeah.
the thing is, you guys are like,
But you
having a lot
prefer
of-
watching football over cricket?
I mean, yes, exactly. One major things that I would love to watch because I was from Kuwait.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the main prominent game they actually play was used to be football. And yes, I mean, I love football. I love watching football, but I'm not, I don't follow up with football as well as other than World Cup and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, World Cup. I would rather go for World Cup because for Champions League in the first place, I'm not really sure about the teams, all those things that is pertaining to it. But rather World Cup, I know like which all nations are playing, and as well as I do have a fan favorite.
What's your favorite
Yeah,
team?
my favorite is of course Argentina. Messi.
Tell
Yeah.
me about this. How did you feel when Argentina won the World Cup? Like, we were there to watch the
See.
semi-final together, I think. Yeah, we watched
exactly.
semi-final
Yeah, it
together.
was Argentina versus Netherlands.
Croatia,
No, no, it was Croatia. Brazil versus Croatia.
No. That was a quarterfinal which you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
The semi-final, the
So
Croatia.
I don't think we both were there for the semifinals.
We did at your
No, we were
house.
there. We were there.
Oh,
Rohan. It was the
yeah,
Netherlands
yeah,
game.
yeah,
We were there.
I
We were there.
forgot
My man was
Um,
not in senses that day.
Who would be?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that
no,
was
wow.
another one hitting the post there. Still could be in play. This could be the third one.
Oh wait!
Oh,
Oh,
that was.
My God, that's just FIFA happening
This
right
just
there,
seemed.
boys.
It just seemed like out of nowhere. It seemed like one of those FIFA.
This is the final.
It just seemed like one of those FIFA games, right? Where you try and try and try, but the game just doesn't let you score another one because it wants the other team to have a sniff at least. But yeah,
Priyanka is
incredible
laughing, I
so
don't know
far.
what.
I think this is an earlier one. It's a pretty earlier one.
Because we were
Yeah.
just busy watching the game.
Yeah, I just put the update the score right
Yeah,
now.
but the answer is of course I would rather go for FIFA World Cup if I go to Europe.
But it just seems like at this point in time, Abel and Roman just
I'm
seems
so
like
basic.
AC Milan.
I mean, I feel so lame sitting along with you guys because you guys have a lot of
Come
terminology
on.
that you have bought.
Oh, that
yourself
doesn't
up.
matter, bro. That doesn't matter.
I mean, I feel so bad, man. Come on, I feel so jealous at the same time because I just feel that I have no.
No,
idea
that's the
about
whole
what
point. Your
I'm-
niche
yeah.
is politics. Your niche is something else which we don't do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
So
fine.
things I write politics, by the way. That's sort of.
And who knows? I mean, by the end of today, we might convert you to a full-fledged football fan.
Maybe. Why not? Yeah, I mean, thing is, I'm kind of thinking
Yeah.
that. I mean, I have a hunch that I might be better than you guys. Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking about
absolutely.
that.
I like that confidence. But that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
You've been brought into live stream. You've made this so much more active.
Exactly.
We are having a lot more
Yeah.
conversation.
I mean,
It's just
I
like
want the games though because this kind of gets me into lethargic mode. So I want more games from you guys.
Yeah, let's do that, let's do
so
that.
I could have a
let's start off.
proper
Yeah,
engagement.
yeah,
right?
let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, and make
Let's-
sure that they have the goals because
Yeah,
otherwise,
let's
you
start.
just-
Let's start
yeah.
doing that. Okay, I'm gonna give you the first name to pronounce. Wait, don't pronounce it right now.
All right.
Don't pronounce it
Yeah,
right
that's
now. I'll share the screen for people
I
as
love
well.
challenges, boys.
Absolutely love challenges. So this is the toughest of the year. Just
All
pronounce it.
right. So, wow, this sounds very slow. Slavic.
Okay,
Okay.
pronounce it.
Kvika Kvrastkilia.
You had to go
Oh,
easy
not
on
bad,
it.
not bad.
All right, my
What is
Russian
it?
accent is getting more stronger.
Come on.
So
I mean,
it's
can we do it again?
Kuicha Kavarashkelia.
Kvika
Kuicha Kavarashkelia.
Kvarashkilia.
So he's from he's
Yeah, I
from
mean, that's not
Georgia.
bad.
Oh,
It's really not bad.
I guessed it.
Yeah, that's it, right. So let's go for the next
I
one.
mean, he looks good though.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, no homo, but yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean, God, I mean, why a lot of Slavic people, man? They are they ruling the entire football arena?
But they have got the toughest names in football, bro,
I
nothing
mean,
else.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
I mean, their names are the toughest to pronounce as well.
I mean,
but
if somebody thinks that I'm being racist or something, I love Slavic.
Okay, you gotta pronounce this one.
Okay, great. Okay, Jakub, right? Jakub or Jakub?
Jakub, yeah.
Jakub Belsueski.
What? Go again.
Jakub Blaz. I mean, I don't
Jen, you wanna take a try?
Yeah, Jared.
I am not.
Jared, try the second name. I mean, because my second name is Jacob, so.
Is it Blazikos?
Jakub.
Jakub.
Jakub
تعال يا
Blazikowski?
جرن. تعال يا جرن.
تعال
تعال يا
جرن.
جرن.
Yalla, Sura.
يلا 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 يلا
Can you sing some Arabic song?
أم الحبيبي.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, Jaren.
Jaren, we're waiting
He
for
quit.
you,
I think it's Jakub Blazikowski. Is it Blazikowski?
Bro,
No.
it's Balsa.
Polish,
You want
yeah.
to try Rohan?
It sounds like more of a French name, like Balzac.
No, it is Polish.
Polish. All right. I mean, it sounds Polish, but yeah. Um, Jacob Balzowski. I don't know, man.
It's Jakub Blasisovsky.
I don't believe you, man.
I'm serious. You can check it out.
Just
You
check. I mean, I want.
You want a Jen? You can
I
put that
I
on.
want the proof.
It is Jakub Blasisovsky.
Bro, I know his hobby right now. He just goes. He just goes to the washroom and he just like practices all the Czech players or whatever.
No. It is for real. It is
How
Jakub.
do you know? How do you?
Dude, I used to watch him play, so I got it from the commentator, and I heard one of his interview as well. So there was actually a challenge among his teammates as to how they're going to pronounce his name, and the name was Jakub Blasisovsky.
Balzowski. What?
Blasisovsky.
Blasizov. Now that sounds like a very dumb.
Blasisovsky. The W was
Blasizovsky.
Blasisovsky.
Blasizovsky.
Blasisovsky.
Yeah, I sound ridiculous. I look ridiculous when I.
I don't. The K is kind of silent.
Yeah, I mean,
Blasisovsky.
I rather call him.
And W is like fur. It's like Volkswagen, right? That kind of.
Volkswagen.
It's Volkswagen.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. We got another comment. This is the best live stream ever. Okay.
Yo.
That's the best live stream ever.
All right.
I think we should do this more often, Jaren.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any goals?
But hey, just going back to the match.
Dances, right? Let's talk about Jaren's dances.
I mean, let's not, dude. I mean, I'd rather die.
Okay.
Jaren dance though. I mean, I want Jaren to dance.
If
I
Chennai
am
wins
not
the
gonna
IPL, Jaren is gonna dance.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's.
If Chennai wins the IPL, guys, definitely.
If Man City wins the championship,
I would rather want you to, take off your shirt.
If RCB, no, I'm not doing that.
Take off your shirt in front of the stadium, in front of the Bangalore Stadium,
Okay.
and say that you are a loser.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa. Seems like it's
Whoa.
out of personal vendetta there, Rohan.
You're a loser.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. Why?
I'm not doing
You
that.
don't have the guts to do it.
No, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to
It's
do
all
it.
right.
Bro is throwing challenges. So let's go for the next one.
Yeah.
What do I give you?
How about the Polish goalkeeper?
Yes, not a bad play.
Bro, what is this thank you speech?
Let's go.
Bro, give me some easier names like Messi or whatever.
Bro, I know that you know how to pronounce Messi, right? That's the whole point.
It's like Messi.
Okay, go for it.
No, this time I'm being very serious. Zeni.
Okay, it's that's you have one try. You want to go for one more try?
I mean,
Jen, you want to pronounce his first name?
I think it's Wokiek. The J is Ha or something, right? It's supposed to be pronounced Ha.
Yeah, Woy. That's correct.
Okay.
How about the next part of his name, first name?
Zeni.
Okay,
Unnecessary.
Jen, you want to go for the first name?
Come on.
Yeah. It's Wojciech Szczesny.
Yeah, he's right.
Wojciech.
Wojciech
Wojciech.
Szczesny.
Zesny.
Szczesny.
Zesny.
Szczesny.
My name is Szczesny.
Szczesny.
Call me
Wojciech.
Michi.
Yeah.
Z.
Whatever.
Subscribe to my channel, guys.
Subscribe. Bro, when you follow that guy?
Yeah.
Abu Zubair.
Abu Zubair.
He's one of the best. I mean, he did stop Messi in the World Cup as well when they played against Poland off a penalty stop.
I think we'll make a lot of people laugh today. I think this is try not to laugh challenge.
All right.
Wojciech.
Well, as we speak. But yeah, I mean, at this point in time, it just looks like the game is settled down a lot more. But Inter Milan still keeping it
like
control.
going off track,
Yeah.
off road.
But because that's the whole point of today's live stream. We should
Yeah.
keep it like active, off the live
No,
stream.
but I'm also concerned because you guys are like keeping up the live for a very
Yeah,
long
we're
time.
doing that. We're doing that. I mean, that's all.
Don't worry, Rohan. I mean, we will be covering the biggest highlights out of the
Yeah,
match.
that's the whole
That's
point of
that
today's
one,
live stream.
yeah.
Like, let's just go off beat a little.
All right.
It's called Chill Stream with the Boomers.
Still stream with the boomers.
Yeah.
We should do that like in a weekend or something.
Yeah, I think that should be like a weekend thing.
Exactly.
You can ask us Q&A as well, Q&A weekends. Yeah, how's
Absolutely.
that?
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
ask
Yeah,
us
actually, you can
Why
ask
anything.
us
not?
questions
Why not?
right now.
Yeah, you can ask.
You can ask us
Yeah.
questions. Like,
Shoot the questions.
you the questions,
Shoot the
Habibi. Come on,
questions.
start.
Erasure.
Okay, tell me, Rohan. I'll just ask you.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to um, go to a place in Europe, which place will you choose?
Oh, that's a very tough answer. Well, that's a very tough question with a tough answer to be answered.
Right.
Well, I would rather go to France.
Okay.
Oh,
I got no idea why France. Maybe it's because of the Eiffel Tower. Maybe because
you
French
want to
was
go to
my
the
third language. Something like that. Yeah, maybe.
Just because of
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
France is French spoken. How many countries there? Belgium, France, Switzerland.
Yeah, Belgium, France,
It's
Switzerland,
France,
France.
France,
It's France.
France.
Yeah.
He's a Paris fan. Paris.
Are you a
Can you say
Paris
that?
fan?
Paris.
Go
It's
ahead.
Paris. It's Paris.
Paris.
There's a different meaning with
Yeah, I don't want to
with a
go there.
different
I don't want to go
language.
there.
Yeah, we're not getting there. We're not going there, but yeah. Even what about you? And where would you want to go to if you want to go if you're visiting Europe?
Where should I go to? I would like to go to like just for like just chilling. I'd go Prague. Uh, I mean, if I have to go somewhere, really, I want to explore and just have a good city experience. I think Seville is not a bad place, is what I've heard. I really want to go to Seville, Madrid. Not because I want to visit Spain, basically. I love Spain.
All
UK
right,
is not a bad
that's
place.
it's a
I
very
don't want to
interesting
go
country
football.
as
I
well.
don't
Same
like the
thing with,
weather.
I would love to settle in the UK. That's something that I wanted always to do.
We got a question. We got a
Uh,
question.
Yeah,
This is so fun to watch. Thank you so much. Thank you.
that's not a question.
Shukran.
That's a
Favorite
really
footballing
good
moment. I'll start off with you, Rohan. Favorite footballing moment.
It was 2022 World Cup, man.
Has to be.
This finals.
Yeah.
Finals was completely heated up. Mbappe kind of, was almost about to ruin Argentina's career.
Mm.
And yeah, and thanks to Martinez.
Martinez.
I like the poster that he did with this.
Oh, you see that
hand.
behind me? He's lighting up.
Yeah, but come on, dude. Thank you. But I heard Avery was crying,
How did you know?
I
Bro, that's the only time I cried, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only time I
because
cried.
he's a sociopath. He never cries.
Bro, I never cried on sporting fields. Like, I never cried for anybody winning or losing. But that was the first time I
That's the
did.
first time because it's messy, man. We
It's messy,
wanted
bro.
this. We wanted this.
Because I remember I was watching this final in 2014 with my friend, my Indonesian friend Rehan. If you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. So his team was Brazil, okay?
Yeah.
And I know I'm just getting emotional talking about it already.
Yeah, man. I want you to get emotional. I want to see
So,
that emotional side of yours,
Shut up.
not the sociopathic side.
So I was watching this final. It was against Germany. Okay, guys. Before that update, it's 27 minutes and 18 seconds on my live,
Yeah.
and it's a free kick by Milan. Beautifully taken. I think at this point of stage, this looks like AC Milan trying really hard. I think they are getting up the
This
field.
could be a
a lot.
chance. Oh,
Oh, that's a good
could have been
chance,
a
but
chance.
that could have been. I mean, that's good. That's good. More chances. But I really, if Milan can score one, if it's a 2-1 going into the next leg, I'll still give them a chance. Oh, that's heated again.
Oh,
Brahim
man.
getting heated up out there. I think this is typical against
It's a typical football.
Bastoni.
match.
You know, Bastoni and Brahim. I love Bastoni, by the way.
All
I
right.
absolutely love Bastoni. He's one of my favorite defenders. Every time I play FIFA, I just get him on career mode, like number one choice.
All right.
Just let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this 2014 World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Oh, see, they're back to friends again. That's Milan, you know? The friendship, the pizza, and the pasta, and everything is so
And the
good.
same for the same city.
Oh, Liao is not playing today. I
What
forgot.
happened? Why is he sad?
He's
Yeah,
got an injury.
Liao
He got
got
injured
played
in the
today.
last match.
All right.
He's the main player for them in Milan.
Okay, so he's like the Messi of
No, don't bring Messi, but he's like their main player.
Not there yet, Rohan. Not there
I
yet.
think because last time when we were about to do the documentary for
Oh,
Tennis
there's a
Games,
chance.
we saw this random dude with the Messi.
We're not
t-shirt.
telling anything.
Yeah.
We're not telling. We're not telling anything. He just reveals it. You know, that's a problem with Rohan.
Yeah, no, that's-
I've gone all in.
Okay, but let me get back to
signed an
2014
NDA.
guys. Guys, can I get back to the 2014
Yeah.
moment? Okay, so 2014,
Yeah, sure.
I was watching this match, right? Germany was Argentina,
Yeah.
and I remember I got the Argentina jersey, and I was like so excited to watch it. I remember me telling my friend, if Messi wins today, I think I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I've seen Messi lift the Champions League. I've seen Messi lift the Club World Cup. I've seen Messi lift the Club World Cup right in front of my eyes. In 2009, when Barcelona came to Abu Dhabi, I went to watch it, right? And that was one of the best experiences in my life because I watched the greatest Barcelona team under Pep Guardiola lift their sixth trophy of the season, which was a record at that time, which Bayern equaled a couple of years ago. But then that was the greatest Barcelona. Ibrahimovic, Thierry Henry, Messi scored as well. So that was a good chance. So that for me was ultimate. But then when 2014 happened, I was super heartbroken. I was like, will there ever be a chance?
I saw the match actually.
Yeah.
Argentina versus Germany was completely.
Yeah,
heartbreaking.
when
I
that
was
goal went in
expecting
from
a lot
Goza,
yeah.
I was like, no way.
He missed 3 goals, I believe. Right?
Yeah, Higuain missed a couple of them, and I was so upset. I didn't
I
know.
was very disappointed actually. I was like, what the hell is happening with
Yeah.
Argentina? Is the energy drained up? So that sort of disappointment arose with all the Argentina fans. I could really see.
Yeah, I mean, I was so sad, man. I was like, now what do I do, right? Like, I don't know what to really expect out of the next World Cup.
Is it a
And
penalty?
oh, it's a penalty. That is, I think it's going to be 3-0, guys. This is absolutely going one way.
It's a penalty. It is a penalty. Lautaro Martinez has been taken down by Tonali from the looks of it.
A World Cup winner.
And
Proud of you. So yeah,
it just seems like things are not going in one way.
If we're talking Argentina,
Yeah,
Argentina
exactly.
wins a
Yeah,
penalty,
yeah.
and that's Argentine power. That's 2021, 2022, 2023. It's a wave of Argentina, guys. We talk about Argentinians. You see them on the screen, they start winning things. That's been Argentina so far. And
Yeah, but
yeah,
this
after
one-
that,
I could
24.
say that they're doing a very good game now.
Yeah, bro. For me,
Yeah.
why I cried basically was in 2022. When France happened, right? This game, I knew this was the last. There's no more Messi in the World Cup, like possibly not, and there's not gonna be any better chance. Like after Saudi Arabia game, I remember I was like, what on earth, Saudi Arabia? I mean, they're such a good team leading into Asia, but then they defeating Argentina. I would have bet my life they would not have defeated Argentina. That's how confident I would have been.
All right.
When that happened, when Darwash, what's his name? I forgot his name, man.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who scored? I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when this guy scored the second goal, I was like, what am I even seeing?
Hmm.
I'm like, am I even seeing
I
things?
think it was Thuram.
I was so
Who scored
disappointed.
the
I
second
remember
goal?
like,
Thuram
I was
was
getting
the second
pulled.
goal.
I went to college. I went to all the Portuguese fans, and they were like, "See, bro, this is not gonna happen, bro. I think that's not a penalty. That can be not a penalty. I mean, there's contact though, but it is touch and go. It's touch and go. I think
It's not a penalty.
it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
Is it?
That's not a penalty.
It's not a
Very-
penalty, so that
Good
means
shot, good. Because
yeah,
there was no
that
much
means,
contact.
but still a yellow card being shown. I think the yellow card has also been taken back.
No, yellow card I think is shown is taken back. I thought yellow card would be shown to Lautaro Martinez for
It
diving.
was a mistake, I believe. Maybe short
Oh, that was a
That's
good
what
one.
they're
That was a
asking
good one.
for.
Short-sightedness.
That was they're asking for. They want a penalty. I mean, they want a yellow card against Lautaro Martinez for
Yes.
diving.
But yeah, there was slight bit of contact, but not conclusive enough for a penalty. But yeah, talking about that, which when that match France was Argentina happened, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, my emotions were like a roller coaster. When I was Jaren, I was with Austin as well. That game was the pinnacle for me, man. Now people ask me like, "Do you want our RCB to win a trophy?" Blah blah blah. I don't think anything can give me the high of that World Cup final. Literally nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nowadays, when I watch sports, I'm watching it just for the sake of it. Not that I don't love it or something, but I don't think I can ever be in that kind of a energy ever in my life because that was the moment, bro. That was the moment I lived for. I watched 2011 World Cup. I watched 2007 World Cup of India.
2011.
The Cricket World Cup. Cricket
Yeah,
World Cup.
yeah.
I watched a lot of things happen, but nothing beats that, bro.
I'll just send you something.
Okay.
Absolutely. And speaking, I mean, just for the sake, I mean, this my favorite sporting moment has to be the same. I think for me, it was a save that Emi Martinez made. I think it was a pinnacle of football, right? Oh, almost a chance there for Lautaro Martinez. I think again, just above the crossbar. But yeah, talking about it, I think that final has to be it. The one that I witnessed is the one where Emi Martinez saved. And I remember watching that interview as well, where he spoke about how he was just praying to God that it hits him, even if it hits its face, it's all right as long as it doesn't go in. And it did not go in. And it had to be the pinnacle of football. That ball being inches here or there could have been the end of Messi's dreams. Would have ended up Abel crying for a different reason. But I think.
Coming along with the other terminology that he actually
Yeah,
used,
so Smriti has commented
all right.
Al-Dawasri. Oh, she watches football as well. She's on Saudi Arabia, I think.
Okay. That's great. So the thing is, one thing that I found was that
Smithy, I absolutely
They were all-
agree. Saudi Arabia trying to snatch Messi as well, not letting it
yeah,
happen.
but the entire team was under a brim, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knew it was going to win, and it was I could really say it was God's hand that actually played in the game because Mbappe, when he took the ball, it was just outstanding. Nobody couldn't even stand against him. It was that intense the play was. So I still cannot believe. I mean, I still believe that it was actually Argentina. I'm really sorry, Argentina's a win, and it was basically God's plan. Come on, let's go, Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's all
you're right.
God's
I think no
plan.
one can write a better
Exactly.
script than that. The way Messi struggled for years with an Argentinian team, everything came together. He got the perfect coach, the perfect goalkeepers, the perfect midfielders, and it all culminated in one of the best sporting moments of history. I mean,
Exactly,
that was just
Absolutely.
huge.
exactly.
Okay, we've got Michael Andrew says, yeah, hi Michael Andrew, welcome on the stream late night, watching the match and vibing to you guys. I mean, I like the term you use, vibing to you guys. I appreciate that. We are a vibe.
Yeah.
Favorite Champions League. Oh my God, Naima.
Welcome on the stream, Naima. Great to see you here.
Yeah, I mean,
And yes,
she was
she's
asking
already
for the link,
claimed
so
Rohan. So
I just had to
yeah,
send her
girls,
because
if you're
I just
watching,
wanted to know
he
that
might
I'm in
be
a
the ladies'
live.
man.
Come on, I'm in a football
Girls,
live.
if you're watching, he might be
Yeah,
the ladies' man, but he's already got a lady in his life. So
that's what I was
sorry,
actually
guys. Sorry,
telling you.
ladies.
All right, I mean, I lost a fan. I'm really sorry about that.
But yeah, I mean, favorite Champions League moment. I think we have to start with
No,
Abel.
let's talk about
He's
Naima's
got
comment
Champions
first.
League.
Yeah. I mean, let's analyze Namir's comment. I mean, I would love to analyze people's comments.
Naima, what do you reckon about Rohan doing football streams more?
What do you think about me doing football streams?
What do you
Person
think
who's
about
not
me?
very good at football, but I'm trying to make people entertained by my have no clue what, but exactly. Waiting. So yeah, Jaren. So yeah, talking about that, it was one of the most tremendous moments in football history, and it
Yeah.
was also one of the most tensionable moments.
It
I
was.
can
It
say.
was. It was.
Yeah.
What basis did you recruit him? We not recruit him or
No, it
something.
was
Like that.
just
You
fun.
just
It was just
he was
fun.
there
Yeah,
around, and I
he's
don't want to.
he's just
See, I
showpiece
didn't
of
want to get
sorts.
into, I didn't want to get into the live firstly. So it was basically Abel's concern, and he wanted to make me in the live, and wants to have some fun, wants to have some offbeat
Yeah,
from the regular thing that they used to always do.
yeah.
So that's
We
one of the reasons
talk
why.
too much
Yeah,
of technical things, and it's very
exactly.
boring. I don't think we
So
got this many people joining us last night because yesterday we were very boring. I agree with you. Yeah. So we've got another question on the favorite Champions League memory. Any Champions League memory for you, Rohan?
I've never seen Champions League.
Okay, this is your first match of Champions League.
So maybe this is my first.
This is his
match,
favorite Champions League memory.
I'm watching it live.
Okay, I'm so
Yeah.
proud, Boomer. You've got new Champions League watcher, and it's
Yeah.
fun to watch. Okay, I'll tell you my favorite. Jen, you want to go ahead, or I'll go next after that?
Yeah, I think probably for me, I mean, I have just started recently watching Champions League. I'll be very honest, I was a cricket fan out and out, but I've just started watching
I'm
football
converting
for the
people,
past few years.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I think thing is,
I still would have to say my favorite Champions League
I'm
memory
converting people.
is
Make
the
a
one
movie
where-
called The Able Story, please.
the actual Able story.
The Able Story.
Yeah,
Yes.
where they convert people who doesn't like sports
Yes.
into loving sports.
Whoa, I like
The
sports.
Able Story. Make it truly
I mean,
unfiltered.
I've been hanging out with them constantly for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I think I'm starting to like sports, and I was also suggesting able to buy a football so that we can all play football.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that would be really fun.
We'll do football challenges live stream. How do you guys reckon about that?
Why not?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
hit the target and stuff.
exactly.
Like we can play monkey in the middle and stuff.
Monkey. Yeah, exactly. Monkey in the middle.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be fun.
maybe
Yeah.
donkey in the middle.
but I think
I'm
my
not sure.
favorite
Yeah,
Champions
monkey in
League
the
memory
middle
now that
sounds better.
I mean, my favorite Champions League memory has to be the one where. So I remember a long time back coming across this reel where it was Peter Dury when he commented on that match Roma versus Barcelona.
You don't
When
know
he
what's the
went
match.
on-
Don't tell me that's your favorite memory.
I didn't watch the match. I've already accepted it. I already said I came across it in a
Yeah,
reel.
Because it happened against Barcelona.
No, you
so
must
I
have watched the
Whoa. I already
You
accepted I
thought
haven't
of
watched the
it by
match. I
watching
said
other
I
reels.
came across it in a reel. I said that. I already confessed.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think that has to be the one for me where he goes on to say Roma has risen from the ruins. Greek god Manalus in Rome. That was just incredible. That line there, I know it's hurt Abel a lot, but that line right there, and that's something I really got hooked on. That it really got me hooked on to football and what it was about because I just came across it very recently. I would say probably a year and a half ago. But yeah, I would have to say that has to be my favorite Champions League memory. I know I did not watch the match, Abel, but come on, I can claim it. It is a moment.
You can claim. Okay, yeah, maybe you can claim. I don't know, whatever. But thing is,
Yeah,
yeah,
what about you though?
Reels University is actually good.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you love it. Abel loves it. Abel loves Reels University.
I
Abel
studied.
loves people from WhatsApp University, right? People who get
Yeah.
education from WhatsApp University or the basement of McDonald's or whatever.
Yes. So
Yeah, but I think you have to bring back
I'm
the-
actually
yeah.
answering a lot of customer queries right now because we're getting a lot of customer queries on the current match which is happening on Boomer. So trying to answer that as well. Meanwhile, so guys, if you haven't already made your team, make the team for at least for tomorrow's games. There's Europa League tomorrow if I'm not wrong, and also
Yeah.
there is IPL. I think the RR are playing Kolkata Knight Riders, so watch that as well. We'll be back with our IPL stream very soon, but then we want to be there offbeat today.
Offbeat
So
today, yeah.
my favorite Champions League memory has to be 2011 to an extent. I'll say 2015. Why? Why? Because 2015 Champions League final. Why? Because we were hunting for treble in 2009 as well. We were hunting for treble, but then both 2015 was very special because see before 2015 that season 2014 we did not win any trophy. Similar in 2018 we did not win any trophy, but MSN coming, Messi, Neymar, Suarez coming together in one team, hype was real. We were playing Bayern Munich in the semi final, and then Messi's goal, where he dribbles past Boateng, he puts him on the ground, chips over Neuer, and then the final happens against Juventus. I have to say, man, that was one of my favorite Champions League memory. But then,
It
if I'm
sounds
talking,
very-
if you have talked about my most emotional
Yeah.
Champions League memory, it has to be the comeback against PSG.
And it's
Okay,
not-
Barcelona were losing in the first leg 4-0. Like this,
Exactly.
the first leg 4-0 they were losing. They lost in Paris the first leg, and the match came to be happening in Camp Nou. I remember it happened on March the 8th, 2017.
17.
Yeah, March 8, 2017. And that day, I remember texting my friend, I think we're going to win it. And even he was also so confident, and we're going to win it. And I remember watching the game. We scored first in the third minute. We scored second goal as well. And then the thing went down because Cavani had scored. Then we were like, 85th minute, I was like, should I switch off the TV? Like, you need 3 goals. Before there was a rule called away goal. So you need 3 goals to get past them. And then I was like, we had scored third goal as well, by the way. I'm sorry about that. We had scored 3 goals and Cavani had scored. So we needed 3 goals. We needed 6 goals in total. And the aggregate score was like 5-3 at that point, right? And we needed to score 3 more goals to get past Paris. And I'm like, this is not going to happen. This is definitely not going to happen. Then, then I think the free kick happened. Or was it the free kick first? Yeah. Neymar got a free kick. Neymar got a free kick in the 88th minute. He scored. I was like, okay, wait a minute. It's not going to happen, right? Then the penalty happened. Then I think Suarez scored the penalty. We were totally Neymar scored the penalty. Sorry, Neymar scored the penalty. It was wide there. Then I was like, wait a minute, should I switch off the TV? I think there's something gonna happen. Something was brewing. Then Neymar puts that long ball in. Sergio Roberto just tips it in, and bro, you had no idea. I went shirtless. I removed my shirt. I was just celebrating that night. I have no idea. I've never been so crazy watching.
I could really feel the intensity.
Yeah, that was the most. That was more than
So a
World
lot
Cup
of
final, bro.
emotions. A lot
I know
of
we did not win
emotions,
that
yeah.
year's championship, but then that for me was the greatest Champions League dream.
I
Greatest
can
Champions
actually
Yeah.
feel the intensity.
I mean, you would also have to say that moment came exactly when people thought that Barcelona team were off, their glory years were off, and just seemed like out of nowhere. That moment coming up, people were predicting that this Barcelona team and their magic was over. But then MSN creating that last bit of magic, just incredible.
that
I
was-
mean, I
I
remember.
mean, I have this very, very, very peculiar doubt. So, thing is, I've heard a lot of rules changing in different leagues. So is there any sort of peculiarity or, for example,
Okay,
difference
Naima has
in-
a Salah Cup this time at least. Salah
No.
Cup namde Naima. Naima,
No.
you have to come back to Bangalore. Naima, you're in Dubai, so come back to Bangalore. We'll go to watch Bangalore versus Gujarat. Come back to Bangalore. We'll go to watch it and also subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually talking about the peculiarities between different leagues when it comes to rules and regulations. So, is there any sort of differences? For
Nah.
example, how the World Cup is actually being structured, or when it comes to difference
Yeah, yeah.
between when a Champions League is being
Yeah, there
conducted?
is, because World Cup. So in the knockouts, it's just one game knockout. In Champions League, you have two legs.
So, what
So
do you mean by legs?
two legs is basically two games. So
All right.
for example, this is 2-0 right now, right? Inter Milan are winning 2-0. So the aggregate score, there'll be one more game, but unfortunately, this both the teams share the same stadium. Otherwise, it happens home and away. One game might be in Milan's home. Take Manchester and Milan. One game might be in Manchester, one game might be in Milan. So aggregate score at the end of the games, like if it's two and the next game becomes, if Manchester scores two in the next game, it'll be 2-2. So if Manchester scores three in the next game, though they lose this game, next game they score three, the aggregate score will be 3-2. If Milan scores one more, it'll be 3-3, because there'll be three they score and one will be, so it goes into extra time. So it's the aggregate score of the both the ties which is taken care of till the semi-final. In the final, it's just one game.
One game. All right. All right.
So that's the difference between World
Yeah,
Cup
I'm
and the
trying to make
Champions
sense
League.
with all the terminologies,
Yeah,
all the
yeah, yeah.
all the
Yeah, I mean, we
peculiarities.
also, I think one thing though, Rohan, for
But it sounds very
what is
interesting.
similar between the World Cup and what's similar between the World Cup and the Champions League is you've got different
Oh, that's a
zones
very
allocated.
interesting
You've got
question, actually.
Okay, what's the question?
More thoughts on Messi getting fined on the trip. Firstly, I have to admit, why waste money to see Abel crying? I'm not gonna cry. I told you that, Naima. Just okay. So
It sounds like a webinar right now. I just feel like I'm
Uh,
having a
I'm so
video
sorry. I
trying to
just
get into a
interrupt
long
there.
time.
You guys in the middle there. It seems like
honestly,
Oh, is it so?
okay.
No
So
problem.
it just seems. Abel, I'm so sorry. I'll have to stop you right there. I think there seems to be a foul here in the middle of the ground.
I
and,
saw the foul. I saw the foul. It was a yellow card which was given to Kronic as well.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, just an update there. But yeah,
So
we're reaching the end of the half, and it seems like 2-0 for
thoughts
Inter
on
Milan.
Messi? I think I should talk about it because firstly, I think I don't think Messi was informed regarding that if he goes out of the country. And one of the major reasons, political reasons, is one of the primary reasons why he got
Yeah. I mean,
fined.
that's a really quick
Yeah,
question.
because
to be,
Qatar and Saudi are in a turmoil. There is a blockade which happened, right? I shouldn't be talking about it. We're not going to be talking about politically, but then the fact of the matter is there's a political tension between the two countries.
All right.
So, and the PSG team is owned by the Qatar government, right? So, one of the reasons why Messi's trip took place and they were not very happy about it, and he went without informing anybody. And I think Messi is also part of Visit Saudi, the whole tourism thing. So, he was also
Yeah,
called
he
by
is.
Saudi Arabia. Now, to add to
So
that,
doesn't the other company knows that he's having sort of pressure that he's going through, because of course that's his responsibility.
I
His
agree.
obligation to go with the contact that he is having.
Yeah, but
I
I
agree.
think
That's where I think to an
there's
extent,
also the factor, isn't it, where
if he was narrated about it,
even
or if he was briefed about it that he shouldn't be going to any of this in his contract, he should have followed it. Maybe that's where we don't know about his contract. What are the terms?
But it
What are the,
says, I mean, the news that I've read is that he hasn't informed.
he is
or
not
he
informed.
never
So
informed
apparently,
Qatar about
this
it,
was not part of his contract, is what I could
or
also gather.
the company about it.
But I think he was briefed about it. That's one of the reasons why Messi also apologized later on, because I think he was briefed that you can't go to certain countries, especially when you're in contract. It's on season right now. The season is happening. It's not off season or anything. So when you're in a season, if you're traveling to any other country, you should inform the club that you're traveling to any other country. You can't leave a country of your club home ground without informing anyone. It just happened to a couple of other footballers as well in the past. So I think it's fair on PSG's behalf for the first time. I know it's harsh. 2 weeks sounds very long in terms of suspension, and you also have to understand that Messi and PSG are not in the best of ties like before. It's almost evident now that Messi is going to leave.
What,
We don't
what's
know
the
where.
reason behind it?
It's just
I
that
mean, don't you guys also feel it was a bit harsh that they've banned him even from training facilities? I believe that is not the interest of Paris Saint-Germain to ban a player of Messi's level from training facility. Understandable, for 2 weeks you don't allow him to play, but even not allowing him to attend those training sessions seems a bit too harsh.
I mean, you should also understand there's something really much more than this small vacation he's taken, right? Messi and Paris Saint-Germain hasn't been on the same book since the Champions League knockout, which they had, and things haven't been going their way. Number one, they faced a knockout, fair enough. They lost to Bayern Munich in a humiliating way. They were totally not in the game in both the legs. After that, the pressure was on Messi. The fans were against him, and all of a sudden, the reports coming out that Messi wants to go to Barcelona. Definitely, that's not respectful to the team, right? He's already saying that I want to go back to where I belong, where I really come from. And there's an offer sent out by one of the super giants in Saudi Arabia called Al Hilal, who's a rival club of Al Nassr. So, who's a rival club of Al Nassr? They gave him a 400 million offer all of a sudden. So everything is working that Messi just wants to leave. And as a club, that you don't take that well. Why would your player create a lot of ruckus? More news is coming that a player wants to leave the club than his stay put in the club. So that's a major reason why PSG also weren't happy in Messi. Now this was an opportunity they seized the most. So these are things which you need to consider before you look into that intricate things of banning him.
I mean, a lot of sophistication that I'm actually seeing, I'm actually
Yeah.
observing here, because a lot of political turmoil, a lot of other sophistication that is actually going along with it. I mean, yeah, I hope Messi recovers. Finds his own path. Yeah, I mean, hope he is.
Messi should come back to Barcelona
Exactly.
where he belongs. I mean, that's his home.
Then there's
Yeah,
another
I
question.
think that's what's going to happen as well. For me, I still think Messi to Barcelona is going to happen for sure. It just seems like it. I mean, there's a question here by from Helga Abel. I'll let you take on it. Says
Yeah. So
thoughts
she
on
says,
Milan trying to
"Danke, guys."
maintain.
So thank you is what she says in German. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
Yeah.
joining us as well.
All right.
See, I will. You reckon? I think she's talking about AC Milan here. Hopefully, AC
Yeah,
Milan
yeah.
trying to maintain their shape at this point in time. What are your takes on it? Now we have reached the halftime as well. It's 2-0 in the favor of Internazionale. How we would like to refer to them
Inter
during this
Milan, let's
time.
put it that way.
Inter Milane.
Inter
Internazionale. I'll
Milan.
call him
Inter Milano.
Internazionale. But yeah, I
International.
think.
Oh,
What do you reckon about them and them trying to maintain their shape? AC Milan, that is.
Well, what I could gather so far, the structure of Inter Milan has been slightly all over the place, and that's something which I expected. I did not expect from them because you have to give credit. The structure they maintained against Napoli was phenomenal. They were defensively extremely compact, and that's one thing which you saw them. They were caught napping on multiple occasions in today's game. If you look at Kerr and Tomori, with the kind of performance they put up against Napoli, and today they were trying to open up. And I also think Krunic, his involvement in the game, trying to be a screener right in front of the defense, that's also not worked because what Chalanoglu has done is he's definitely led someone like a Martinez to open up. He's made, and also on the other side, Martinez has drifted slightly inside. He has he has switched onto the left hand side and the right hand side from whatever I could see in the first half. And also at the same time, let's talk about Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan making those in behind runs time and time again. And at the same time, Martinez making those. Martinez trying to be a decoy there up front, and that's really put up a dent in the shape because with Theo Hernandez he pushes up the field, and same as well. You expect Theo to move up the field, and which means you will have less defensive support, especially on defensive transitions, and that's something which you're seeing today so far in the game. I personally think one thing which AC Milan did against Napoli so well, and one thing which they have not done well in this game so far, is not maintaining the wide shape. And AC Milan's biggest strength against some of the bigger teams this season has been maintaining their shape, trying to be composed as possible. And this game kind of reminds me of the game which they had against Chelsea earlier on the season, where they were left open too much of space. That Tamori has had a very much of an off day today. I really think this has been one of the worst games that Tamori have seen in the first half. I think it's time for him to also step up. And I also think the wing backs, right, both DiMarco and Dumfries, both have given them that extra bit of width, which also means Theo can't move up the field. Theo, when he moves up the field, that gives them an extra bit of added value because you have to remember there is no Rafael Leao today. Because with no Rafael Leao, you need an extra bit of pace on the left hand region, especially moving up the field. I know Salesmaker is there, but then he's not a Rafael Leao at the end of the day. You need Theo to move up the field because that's an impact which he can create, and that's been the issue. The structure has been absolutely disjointed because Rafael Leao, who's been their go-to man, especially in terms of breaking spaces, especially in especially in attacking transitions, he's gone missing, and that's affected their team instantly.
Yeah, I think they've got it spot on there. I think Diaz and Salim Michaels as seems to be struggling to get that. I mean, they have made runs, yes, but they seem to be stopped again and again by the combination of both Bastoni and Dimarco on one end, and you've got Dumfries and Damian on the other end who are making that, who's making their lives difficult. They're not able to get the ball into the box. It just seems at this point in time that that's the reason why Inter Milan, I mean AC Milan, are not able to get things going. I would still say that Krunic and Tonali have gotten the ball playing side of their game right. I think they're getting those balls into the second half, but yeah, I think they've not gotten that magic ball in or the magic last touch. They're not able to reach Olivier Giroud in the middle of the box.
Yeah, I agree with you because
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't have anything much to contribute. But the thing is, I would love to go along with John Walker, which which is basically they are doing a great analysis, and I'm loving it. And I'm actually getting a lot of information from you both. And especially, I love the way Abel is analyzing by just looking at the map, and it looks exactly like how how people from the Middle Ages uh, do a battle strategy, and just exactly like that. It's kind of like a beauty.
It is, to be very honest. I mean, when it
Exactly. I
comes
mean,
to
since
football,
I'm a historian. I'm not a historian as such, but I'm a history enthusiast as well as a political writer. I mean, I would love to analyze it as a battle strategy map. Yeah, exactly how they have structured it, the team, everything. So
Football
good.
is a battle, bro.
Yeah,
Football is a battle.
it
It's
looks
about
like a
using
map.
the right
Yeah,
weapons at the right
yeah.
time with the right
I
strengths.
mean, it does look like a chessboard.
Yeah, it is a chessboard,
it's a chessboard,
absolutely.
and it has its own beauty as well. I mean, I'm very
Fascinated with it.
fascinated with it. So
I mean,
yeah,
just a question here in the comments by John Walker. He says, Abel, how did you react to Liverpool defeating Barca in 2019? That's a very interesting question. Trent Alexander-Arnold's cheeky corner, how much did you love that?
That was my face. But yeah, to be very fair, I remember I was in the hostel watching that game with Austin, and
where's Austin?
Austin is sleeping today. He's not interested in this game.
All right.
So yeah, to be very honest, me and Austin were watching this game. We both are Barca fans, and we watched that game together. And first leg, when that went down, when Barca won that leg 3-0, I was like, damn, bro, this has to be another final, because we knew we were going to get Tottenham Hotspurs on the other end most likely, or Ajax, and I thought we could win it. I mean, this was another Champions League. That was a peak Messi season, bro. Now, we talk about Messi, but then that was single-handedly Messi taking the team to semi-final. Single-handedly. Every game he was contributing. And the free kick which he scored against Liverpool, I was like, this has to be it. And come that game against in Anfield, you get this gut feel that things are just not going to go in your way. I remember the welcome which you Scousers gave. I think you're from Liverpool as well, so you might be doing it better. The kind of welcome which you gave to the Barca team, they won the game before the match started. The crowd created that hostile environment for the team bus to walk in. I think I'll play that video here.
Maybe.
I mean, just to carry on from what Abel has been saying, Rohan,
Yeah.
Anfield is the home ground of Liverpool, and Anfield is known to be one of the most hostile grounds because the fans there. I mean, I've shown you some of the chants, haven't I? And you've seen how much it can affect a player, or how much they can really get personal. And Liverpool, Anfield, they're known to be that crowd that really backs their team and really drives the any motivation that the opposition team has to win to the ground, and they can be so lethal. I mean, Arsene Wenger, Alex Ferguson, Pep Guardiola, some of the greatest managers who visited that.
So I'm just sharing this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to screen share it. I'm just showing to Rohan what was happening. This was how they're welcoming the Liverpool team. Look at that. This is flares, everything. You get the energy. This is a home team welcoming.
Oh, bro, I want to go to Liverpool, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely
That's
fantastic there.
That's a
And
huge
the Scouts is
heat of enthusiasm.
Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
Liverpool, eh? Absolutely.
I mean, I think you got a viewer
We
from
love it here.
Liverpool.
We love it here. It's just phenomena in the
Phenomenal,
Liverpool.
yeah.
Phenomenal, yeah, in the South. So then we got the Scouts in it. International, eh?
National way. I mean, the guy watching us will be like, "What the hell is that?"
Now we can never do the Scouser accent, man. But I can definitely tell you that.
I think I can try the
We could
best
at
player
least
in the
try.
world.
We could always try.
Sadio
Yeah,
Mane,
so
best player in the world.
Sadio Mane is best
That's
in
my
the
bet.
world. So, but look at the welcome, right? They gave a heroic welcome to the
Heroic what?
Liverpool team, and when Barca came, they started throwing beer
I mean,
bottles.
I can see somebody climbing up. the wall.
Yeah, I mean, look
Yeah.
at that. Look at the atmosphere they created.
Full of mad
So
lads,
the
yeah.
game was just over before it even started, and when the first goal, I think it was Divock Origi who scored the first goal. Yeah, it was Origi who scored the first goal, and I was like, damn, that's it, man. I mean, I'm seeing something, and Wijnaldum scored 3. They were 3-0 in the halftime, and I'm like, we're not going to win it. We are absolutely not going to win it because that time Liverpool was playing at a different level altogether. Barca just couldn't handle it, and we just lost the game mentally. I've not seen a player cry at the halftime when the scores were level. There was a video which came out. Jordi Alba was crying. It means Barca gave up in the halftime. In second half, the cheeky free kick came. They were caught napping, and
Where's the cheeky?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll show you the free kick.
I
Because
mean, it has to
Barcelona-
be. You have to see the free kick.
They
So
took the free kick.
not the free kick, the
not
corner.
sorry, the corner kick. The corner, basically, everybody gets ready and the corner kick happens. And before everybody got ready, just kick the ball and Barca players are looking somewhere and they get score the goal.
Okay, that's very disappointing.
Very similar
Yeah.
to what happened in the ISL with
That is
Kerala
fair. It's
Blasters.
fair. It's fair. That's why.
I like
Yeah,
the
it's
way
fair.
you try to compare football with cricket along with
No,
it.
ISL, not
Yeah.
IPL.
Oh, I
Kerala Blasters, Bengaluru.
It's Indian. It's football.
Alright,
It's football.
I
No,
witnessed it live.
You guys did compare with cricket as well, so I was just trying to say, yeah. I think I missed with the ice.
Yeah, I think that is an interesting story in itself, isn't it? Abel was there live in the ground when that Kerala Blasters free kick was taken. People, how was the experience? I mean, you are a Bengaluru FC fan, even though you're born in Kerala. And I know you guys hate
I'm
the
not born in
cuts.
Kerala, by
Yeah,
the
you
way.
want Tamil Nadu.
I was not born in Kerala, by the way.
Okay, you're from Kerala originally.
Yeah,
That's better.
yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's better then. So yeah, Abel, what were your reactions, or how the atmosphere in?
Bro, I have videos of it right now. I'll show it to you if you want me to. I can play it. I have the videos in my mobile right now because that was crazy, bro. Because when
Even I have a
took that
question
free
here
kick-
from Azul for you. It's RCB winning the IPL or City winning the UCL?
City winning the UCL.
Most likely City will win the UCL, but still.
Why?
who do
Because
you-
City winning the UCL? Because I really wanted City to win the UCL. It's peak City time, and City are the greatest football team in the planet. And I don't think there's any other team.
Are you a
right
fan of the team though?
Yeah, I'm fan of the
All
team. Manchester
right.
City.
Yeah, both
They're from
both
Abu
RCB,
Dhabi, eh?
yeah, both RCB and Man City. Hey,
Yeah, they both are sponsored by Puma. Eh?
nice.
Puma.
Yeah, very so much coincidence, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
so I'd say City winning the UCL because we came very close in 2021. We came very close last year, if not for Madrid bottling it. Barry bottling our hopes, but now I think best team right now who's been playing in terms of footballing things. Yesterday night I was super scared of the match when Vinicius scored. I just couldn't speak much in yesterday's live because I was super scared, man. I just can't do a live stream when my team is playing. I understood that yesterday. I just can't do it.
Sorry, bro. But if you want to call me, you can call me.
But I can't
then-
just do it, bro. I'm
Do
I'm
something.
super nervous.
Do something.
We did not cover that goal yesterday, but Kevin De Bruyne's strike, that was massively beautiful. I mean, the way it fizzed right from it was almost as if he wanted revenge for 2014 from Thibaut Courtois, and he wanted to prove something to his Belgium teammate.
I agree with you, man. I mean, there's some story with Courtois and KDB as well.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah,
There's a story. So Courtois, the goalkeeper of Real Madrid, who was also his Belgian teammate, so kind of stole his girlfriend,
Kevin De Bruyne's girlfriend.
fiance rather. He was
Yeah.
fiance. He was
But,
engaged to her, and since then, I mean, they're teammates in Belgium, but every time they face up against each other, there's this kind of thing, like
That's-
score
The
against
history
him.
is on
That's a
that.
very bad adultery, man. Come on.
Yeah, it has happened a lot.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
football.
it was really bad, Rohan, to be very frank. It came to a point where, from what we've heard, the Belgium FA wanted Thibaut Courtois out of the team, but it was Kevin De Bruyne who said, who was, who
Kevin De
agreed,
Bruyne
or
is
rather,
the
who.
captain, bro. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do
Yeah,
that.
and as a captain, he allowed Thibaut Courtois to stay in the team. So that was
Respect.
huge from him. He went for
Respect.
what was good for his team.
Respect.
Respect.
Where is
yeah.
Jaren's CSK cap or something? I mean, I think.
Can you wear that?
Can you wear that? I
You
want-
guys
I
will be
want
seeing
to
that
wear
soon.
it.
You guys will be
But
seeing
I
that soon.
heard
when
that
we have-
you were actually walking with the cap at late nights or something.
Yeah. We got some videos.
Yeah, we got some videos. We're gonna like leak it.
That doesn't happen. That might happen when CSK wins the IPL. I guarantee you guys that. But
I guarantee
not-
that you remove your shirt, just wear the cap, and dance.
How is that a guarantee? Guarantee has to come from my end.
I mean, I am guaranteeing. All the people.
How would you guarantee? No,
I'll
my
guarantee.
Vikrant says you guys are the best.
I'm
Thank you so
Rohan
much.
as
Noah.
I'm Rohan.
How about this
I'm
one?
going to take
If you
I
can do
guarantee
that,
people. I guarantee people.
if you
I'm a
can do that, I
contractor.
will follow suit. If
All
you
right.
can do that, I would follow suit. But
Yeah,
I don't want
I'll
to be.
do
I don't
that,
want
I'll
to
do
be.
that. Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't want to have
No
YouTube
problem.
strikes
I'm gonna
on
be
our
with you
video
as well.
for doing that.
Yeah. Just 1 second, I'll just run off and you will be there.
You do realize like, I have my camera controls, but yeah, I mean the match is about to begin. The second
No,
half,
bro,
players are in the
I'm
tunnel.
always I don't see cameras.
What are your no? I'll come to you, Rohan, right up as a football pundit in your right. 45 minutes you watch this game. You reckon the team in red, the team that we're all supporting, has
Yeah,
a
my
possible
old jersey.
comeback in the second half?
I got no clue, man. I mean, I think I'll just pray to
Come
God.
on, come on. It has to be a wild guess. We'll all do a wild guess. I think there's
I
going to
think
be one
no.
goal
See,
that comes
thing
from
is, I've been
ACL.
watching this game, and I'm actually seeing that internationally, the
Yeah,
team is actually doing very well. The
they
enthusiasm
are.
is
They are.
actually going up, and I can see them running with a lot of enthusiasm right now. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, don't still. Who do you think? No, second half. You reckon AC Milan is going to make a
I'm not really
comeback? What's
sure.
going to be the
Anything
scoreline
can happen in
prediction?
football, you know that.
I really
Still,
don't
hey,
think.
come on.
I think AC Milan can score one, but I'm not sure about
I
two.
think one. I think it's going to be 3-1.
I think it's gonna be 2-1 or 3-1. I don't really see them score like 2-2 at this point because without Rafael Leao as well, they
Yeah,
seem to be opening up a lot. I see Inter Milan scoring one more, if not two. And at the same time, I think halftime would have done them a world of good because they were rattled with that first goal. They did not really know how to react to it because that goal came
yeah,
out of nowhere. It was against a run of play, that volley by Eden Dzeko. But now I think it's going to give them a lot more stability, come back with a composed mindset. They'll know it's just not first. There's just not one more this game.
Exactly.
There's one more game to be played. So come back out of it. They can possibly score one.
Yeah.
And if they score one now, they can believe that next leg they can come back. Because it's the same ground, bro. It's not playing away or anything of that sort. So
yeah.
that'll give them a lot more
I'm
confidence.
I'm an AC Milan. I'm praying for
Yeah, I
you.
mean, Noah is
I'm
asking
praying
us
for
a
you right
question
now.
here.
Noah
Which
Fang
player was your
Karen.
childhood favorite football player? Reasoning why? I mean, reason why you started loving football. I think answer for Abel is pretty clear, but I would love Rohan's side of it.
No. Not a lot of people know this. The
Oh, all
reason why I
right.
started loving
But
football
yeah.
was I started watching football because of Kaka and
Oh, okay.
Ronaldinho. These were my
That was
two
my dad's
favorite.
favorite player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kaka and Ronaldinho. These were my two favorite players to watch. And I'm not a Brazil fan though, but
yeah.
I love watching them both play AC Milan. See, one of the reasons why I loved Milan was because Kaka used to play for them. I used to love watching Milan play because of Kaka again. I was pretty disappointed when he went to Real Madrid because I
Yeah.
didn't want to support him
See,
there.
one thing I could really say is that I mean, football was not part of my childhood. But thing is, my dad used to play football. My dad was a sprinter.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
yeah,
I
get
mean,
go with that. So that's
so
my
so thing is,
story.
my dad used to say how he loves Kaka.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How he loves Pele.
Okay.
So Pele was one of his favorite football
Yeah.
players. So he used to say stories about how he used to play football back in his school days.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think he was one who actually introduced me to FIFA World Cup. By 2006, I mean, he kind of like he used to watch the games, and I used to like watch along with him. Although I
Yeah.
never used to understand anything.
Yeah.
And he loved Ricky Martin. So Ricky Martin was the one who
Yeah.
sang
99. Yeah.
exactly. So I mean, he used to have a lot of perspectives.
What was the song? I forgot.
Yeah, ale, ale, ale. Yeah. So that was yeah, that was a song that he used to love. He used to love and make
Yeah,
me.
and that's one of the best football songs out there as well.
Yeah,
And
I
then
Actually,
it's
one
just
of
not
my
an
I
era.
earliest
got
memories.
labels of it. My
Yeah.
dad bought labels of it because I was going from UKG to first grade.
Mhm.
So I remember my dad buying the labels and doing that because he loved the football,
Yeah.
the match and all that. All around, and then secondly, thing is, I used to play football around fifth, sixth, seventh grade. Then after that, I used to suck at it, and people used to make fun of me. Then I was not never good at sport, right? So thing
Yeah,
is, I
I
was
can totally relate to you.
sport.
So I
I started
remember,
I started to hate sport.
really, yeah,
I was like anti-sport. But thing is, eventually, by God's grace, I don't know, by God's grace or Satan's grace or whatever it is, I found them. So thing is, they brought me back to the world of sports, and right now, no clue that I'm just sitting along with you guys and doing a live.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
So
I just pick on what Rohan just said. I think so I started off as a defender and a goalkeeper in football for some weird reason. I mean, just you guys can just look at me. I'm a very tiny guy, and I don't know whose idea it
can you
was to put
stand
me in the
up?
Yeah,
defense.
I mean, we want to know
And
Can you stand up?
you
I'm
said
not
you're a
standing
tiny
up.
guy,
Okay, I can
man.
just show
Like,
you
you
my
don't
We
want to
didn't
arms.
say
mention.
As you
anything.
can
The
see,
fans won't
there's
measure
a lot
Derek.
there. There's a
Measure
lot there. As
Derek.
you can see, there's a
Measure
lot there.
Derek. Measure Derek.
So yeah, I mean, I'll tell you one of the interesting stories
Yeah.
of the World Cup. So this my dad told me this.
Yeah.
So 2002, I was 2-year-old kid, and Ronaldinho had scored this crazy free kick goal against
You were
France.
2 years. You
I
remember
was
all
2 years. So my dad told me this
Okay.
story. So I was 2 years old. Ronaldo scored this crazy free kick goal, and I was with my dad. I was sitting on his lap, and he shouted goal, and I put a spoon right inside his mouth.
You were feeding your dad or something?
No, I was eating something or something like that. I had spoon in my hand. I put it straight inside my dad's mouth. So that's the earliest World Cup memories, Ronaldinho. So I think always had something to do with football, like since a very young age.
No, it
My
sounds
first ever
it
World
sounds
Cup
like
was
when he was born, he asked his parents what to eat.
yeah, but yeah, this story I've been hearing it for a long while. Yeah, so this was one of the
Yeah.
craziest memory what my dad has told me when I was like 2. I did this. Yeah, and I think Toronto, Brazil went on the World Cup as well. And I went and searched
Yeah.
what was that goal. I was like, once I became when my dad told me, and that was that crazy center of the park. He took a free kick and he scored against France. That was one crazy goal. I would have done that if I was mature enough back then. I would have tried.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean that's one of the earliest memories.
Yeah, I mean, for me, so I remember being a terrible football player and I used to get nutbagged a lot. A lot. I mean, in cricket, you're usually told to have a wider stance when you're fielding, or, so that kind of got
Ooh,
against
ooh.
me when it came to football.
That was
So I
a
got to
good
close my
chance.
leg.
That was a good chance.
A very close one. Ibrahim on the shot. I think there's one goal coming for AC Milan for sure. I just
Yeah,
believe that they
one.
have reset.
I told the halftime would have done them a world of good just to
Yeah,
especially when you're down. It's so important to take that break and come back and analyze things and come back and do it better. You see, even
absolutely.
small kids are so much involved in
Yeah, man,
sport.
that is very amazing.
It's a tradition,
Yeah.
Like your dad supports, your granddad supports, and you keep on supporting. So that's what happens
It's a
usually.
family thing as well, isn't it? Where
Family.
every
Very
match day
European,
you all gather together.
very
It's just
European
brilliant.
as well.
Yeah,
How they're more invested in sports. Even if you go to America, if you go to most of the places,
Yeah.
you see the sports, in their blood. Than
Yeah.
I can see the viewers from India.
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
India, I don't really call them a sporting country just yet.
yeah,
We're
exactly.
just
Well,
not
I think that
there.
culture is building with the IPL, with the ISL, with a lot
Yeah,
of
but it's
franchise.
still not there.
Culture
We
is
can
building in India as
never,
well.
we can never give our lives for sport. Like there, they watch every game, bro. I don't think here
Yeah,
everybody watches every game.
Yeah.
And, just
absolutely,
family
absolutely.
wise,
Exactly.
maybe 100 years down the line, maybe yeah, but not now.
Not
No, I think that'll be faster. I still believe, maybe 15, 20 years from now,
Nah,
we'll
no,
see
no,
that
I
sporting
don't think
I
culture
could
will
really
come in.
see.
15, 20 years
the
is too early
enthusiasm
for it. No, no, no.
No, I could really see the reverence that is for cricket from the viewers from India.
Cricket is there, but bro,
Yeah,
I don't think it's a lifestyle like what you see in Europe.
Europe, exactly.
So this could be a
That's-
chance right here. Oh no, he's bottled it.
Second chance.
He's
Yeah.
bottled
In
it.
5
That
minutes.
had to be one. That had to be at least on target.
I mean, that's very bad. I mean, so it's good that
Just as
they're
I was
opening
saying,
up.
Abel,
They're more attacking now.
just as I was saying, Abel, it just seems
They're
like
breaking the
Tonali and
lines a lot
Krunic.
more,
Yeah.
which is
I mean,
good.
Tonali and Krunic are doing a very good job. I would still say when it comes to their ball playing, it's just that final bit of magic in the box is what they're missing. This one had to be on target.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, a goal right now in the 51st minute, you would reckon AC Milan had a foot back to on their way to recovery. But I think AC Milan has started off this half a lot stronger than they started the previous one. So it's very exciting to see how things go. But Rohan, we're still waiting for your end. Any predictions? I mean, who do you think is going to score next? Come on.
I mean, I think it's the blue team because I've been
All
seeing
right.
them play for a very long time. They're doing it. They're doing
Yeah.
it very well.
Yeah.
So much heat, so much enthusiasm from the blue team.
Inter Milan.
Yeah, Inter Milan.
Internationale.
Nationale. So I mean, pretty interesting though.
Yeah.
Agree.
And this is good from.
I mean, this
this is good from.
looks more like a Brazil versus Croatia match, but who knows? Anything can happen. It's a huge gamble,
Absolutely.
right?
I mean, you've seen games change in 2 minutes, isn't it, Rohan? Remember the
Exactly.
Netherlands semi-final or the final as well against France,
Exactly.
where the game changed on its head for Argentina. So, but I like this kind of from Inter Milan when things seem like by going
I
against them, they
think
slowed the pace of the game down.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
mean, what I can see is.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, go
There you
ahead.
go.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think that there should be a technical side of you.
No, just go ahead. I don't mind.
No, thing is, I could really see that.
Oh, this could be a chance right here. Oh, great save there. 1-on-1.
Ah, jeez.
That was very close. That was very, very close.
Very
Very close to
great
Milan.
job.
This he could have possibly saved the tie right here. The save.
Yeah.
Because if AC Milan scores next, I mean, they should have scored it.
It was Edin Dzeko. He's already tasted a goal. He could have had another one then and there, but
Mannion has been the
uh,
best keeper in the tournament so far, and I
he
think he's
has, he
gonna
has.
have his job once again. I hope it doesn't come to haunt Inter Milan at some stage because these kind of misses really put your morale
what do you
down
mean
slightly.
by what do you mean by like haunt Inter Milan?
Because at
Milan
some
has been
time,
doing
if
good.
imagine if AC Milan scores now and they equalize in the next tie or next leg.
Yeah, but that's going to be a big night, right? Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one
So
thing that
you
is there.
come down to these small chances, right? What if they would have scored this? Like because this guy John had asked me, what was your how was my reaction to Liverpool versus Barcelona? Because there was just in the first leg of that game, similarly, Barcelona won that game 3-0, and the second leg is when Barcelona went on to lose a game against Liverpool 4-0. So the aggregate score was 4-3.
4-3.
But in that first leg, there was a similar chance when Dembele missed one-on-one against Alisson. I mean, I have to say that was crazy, bro. I mean, if Barcelona would have scored that, anything would have happened. I mean, that's what minor chances.
I mean, anything can happen.
Exactly my
It's
point.
just a
So
piece of gamble.
you
what I
have
think.
to finish these kind of chances in big games like this.
Yeah.
But that was an excellent piece of goalkeeping. You can't do anything much about it as well.
Right now, I could really see that AC Milan is trying their best to recoup.
Yeah, they play much
But,
better this half.
Yeah, exactly.
But it
I could
also
really
means
I could really see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it also means they're opening up a lot.
I mean, that could really make sense with the nightmare that actually.
The thing about this, Rohan, now is that AC Milan need to score a goal. That's for sure. And when that happens, you commit a lot more players up ahead, and that means Inter Milan always have an opportunity to sneak in that one goal out of nowhere. And AC Milan are at the position where they can't give a goal away, but they also have to score. So it's about risk and reward at this point in time for AC Milan.
Exactly. That's correct words or the ways to put it from Jaren.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, I mean, let's go
apart
back
from
to some of those games we were trying out initially, isn't it? Abel, how about we try and make Rohan guess some of the football jerseys out there?
exactly. I mean, that would be fun
Not bad.
because I
So I got a
have
question as well. What's a match day menu for you guys?
Ooh.
Why?
What do you eat on a match day?
Well, I eat and I drink a lot of beer. I prefer a lot of alcohol.
I
Yeah,
want
for
this
me,
thing
it's,
Rohan's parents as well.
No, my parents kind of know about the beer thing because I prefer beer, and I remember the day that you came to my house, came over,
Yeah, yeah, and you drank a lot of beer.
I drank a lot of beer, and I slept. I was really diabetic.
I was the guy who was watching the match.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
in which match are you talking about? The World Cup semi-final.
I slept.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did sleep.
And right after Rohan went, almost conquered.
I was
Ireland.
talking about that match because I was wondering why didn't you talk about that World Cup semi-final before? And you spoke about World Cup quarterfinal and semi-final. Now I understood that you were not.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the quarterfinals because we went.
I think
we went long route to
You
this
were with
place.
Naima's. We were watching with Naima's dad
Yeah, I remember that, and Emma's dad wanted us to come in
and watch the
have
match. We had a good
yeah.
time. I was eating Lay's chips and I was
Yeah,
like,
we actually.
you know,
purchased a lot of
every time
yeah,
I was eating a new packet of chips, Argentina was scoring. So I had to eat like 3 packets of chips.
chips, yeah, and we.
Oh, that
we
reminds
bought a
me
lot
of our story from the finals as well, Abel. If you remember when you were watching the finals, so one of our friends there was ordering Coca-Cola with a French flag on it. And whenever he ordered only two
It was
times.
some 500 rupees Coca-Cola, bro.
3 times. He ordered 3 times, and each of the 3 times France scored. So it was that kind of I think it was just scary for us. We had to stop him from ordering it, and he spent 600 for
800.
each goal.
800.
Yeah.
The Jaren going along with the money bill as usual.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We took a match day menu. I think match day menu.
Popcorn.
I think it was shawarma for me. Shawarma and Bebzi.
Bibsy. I mean, that is a classic.
Cold drink. I would say any cold drink and.
Yeah, I used to. So
probably-
there was this really good shawarma
I mean, the
place.
thing is, to be precise, more than beer, I would prefer Pepsi because Pepsi is always a diet that I would really love to maintain. And apart from
Pepsi
that,
is
yeah,
a diet.
Yeah, Pepsi is my diet.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I've been. I mean, I've been seeing. I've been drinking Pepsi
Yeah.
continuously. Like
Oh,
2
bro.
weeks.
Okay, I'll tell you the story. So we were in one of the cities, and
Yes.
this guy loved the Pepsi called Pepsi Fizz. If you are sponsoring us, you can
Morphins.
sponsor us. So
Yeah.
this guy at least done 7 or 8 bottles
Yeah. We can actually count.
single-handedly.
We can actually count that. Uh,
Yeah,
the last day we were about to check out.
yeah. I agree. I agree. But yeah, to be very fair, talking about match day menu, it should be shawarma and Bebzi to start off with. Because I
Yeah.
remember watching the entire 2014 World Cup with my friends. So we should have this Lebanese restaurant under my house. So we should get shawarma at like 9, 1 o'clock,
Wow.
1
Yeah.
a.m. and we should watch the games at like 3 in the morning. I had summer vacation back then. So, and it was during Ramadan as well. So my friends used to do sari right in my home and they used to break iftar at my home. So they were at my home like
Wow.
the entire time. I remember, so they used to do iftar at my home and do sari at my home as well. So shawarma was for sari, so I used to also have join in with them. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
2014 World Cup was a vibe because of that.
Yeah, that's
For me, people talk about 2022 World Cup, but 2014 World Cup was very close to my heart because of these reasons. Late night, going out. Because this World Cup, we had school, we had college, man. I mean, it was the most disgusting thing about it. We had college, we had to go to college all the time, and
But it was,
I
I
don't know.
mean, we did make the most of it, you would have to say.
The
We,
good part was the
even,
timing was good. It was not late night because of the
Yeah.
Qatar World Cup.
I mean, I miss the.
I mean, and we
summer.
also had a lot of people coming in for our live. So,
I
I
wish
mean,
the summer
that was
was
just some, it was a different vibe for us as well. I
Yeah,
think at
honestly,
Boomer,
the
we
summer
got a lot of
vacation
people here
on your
watching
head,
us.
on your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Pepsi, falafel, or whatever.
Yeah, falafel and
Yeah.
everything. It was just fun.
And I miss the GCC world life.
Yeah. I have to say, my favorite match day menu has to be that falafel, Pepsi. Oh yeah, falafel. Falafel was one of the part of the menu as well. So falafel, Pepsi, grilled chicken if possible,
Milkshake,
grilled chicken.
grilled chicken. Okay.
Oh yeah. Or
Pepsi
like there
with
was this thing called
milkshake.
Shree's Tawuk. Shree's
Okay.
Tawuk sandwich. So that was pretty
Do you know
nice.
this dish called mushkil?
Mushkil,
Oh,
yeah.
I love
that was
mushkil,
good. That
man.
was good. And then what else? Then what else? Then what else? What else? Yeah, these are pretty much it. I mean,
These are
maybe
pretty much the
couple.
memories that you have.
Yeah, I mean, these are pretty much match day
Yeah.
menu per se. I mean, what I should usually eat for a match day. But other than nothing peculiar here, it's more biryani. I feel match day biryani menu in India.
Biryani is another diet.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to.
I don't like a lot of biryani as well. But then I think we will
Whoa,
consume.
you
A
had,
lot of biryanis.
you spent your whole time when we traveled to another city just
Wait,
having.
not just me, all of us.
All of us. See, things I'm a
But
big.
you did
biryani
too.
fan.
You're the one
I
who
love
claimed to
a lot
not
of
like
biryani.
biryani.
And Tamil Nadu is a hub, especially Chennai is a hub.
We're not
for
telling
biryani.
where we went. Okay, now you're.
Come on. I mean, I'm not telling the
Come on,
It's
Rohan.
my experience.
You signed an NDA, you remember
No,
that?
I'm talking about.
You'll have
I'm
to
talking
pay the
about my
fine.
experience in Tamil Nadu. I'm not talking that we have gone to any place called Tamil Nadu, whatever. Yeah.
Hyderabad was
Oh, this
good.
could be a
Hyderabad
chance
was
here.
actually good. I mean, I have gone to
Well
Hyderabad,
done
I've gone
there.
to Mumbai, but the thing is, the Tamil Nadu biryani is one of the best biryanis that I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's
so-
that's a that's a foul. That's
you were
a foul.
the one who actually revealed it. Really sorry.
Okay, but either way, I like Tamil Nadu biryani. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's nice. The Ambur biryani is nice.
I like Swiggy.
You want to order Swiggy right now?
I mean, I'm full, bro.
Yeah, I'm full.
Yeah.
What did you? We had some Hungarian food today.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah,
did. We did.
It was fun. Not kidding. We had Hungarian food for real.
I mean, you guys are Hungarian food. I had a macaroni.
You had Italian food.
Roman
right?
had-
Hello!
Yeah,
macaroni,
yeah.
macaroni and
The
cheese.
man.
Yeah.
So you was getting
Completely on
match
theme
ready.
to today's
I
match.
was preparing for the match.
He
So
was
now what's the intensity that you can actually see?
See, at this point of stage, I can say is that Milan are trying to make inroads. They play much better than what they were doing in the first half, and that's also primarily because Giroud has been dropping a lot more in deep, creating such chances. Because what Giroud brings into the table is that he's one of the most underrated strikers, bro. What he can do off the ball,
Yeah.
what he can do on the ball, especially holding up the play. Just making sales maker to make those runs. Brahim to get in behind. That's going to definitely help. I think that's the first substitution. Brozovic is in the middle of the park. He's going to give them a lot more defensive solidity in the middle of the park. A lot of experience there.
And I think
and
even
he's got-
also the reason why you're seeing AC Milan do so well is because Inter Milan seems to have shut shop and they're not progressing as far into the box of AC Milan. It also seems like the idea is to now protect this lead and not really give it away.
I
Going into
agree.
the second leg, that is.
Jen, what's your favorite match day menu?
I mean, for me, it's cold drinks and lace. or any chips for that matter.
But this guy
Pretty
eats
late
like
up.
Lays for breakfast,
Bro,
lunch,
I'll
and
tell you.
dinner.
I'll tell you something, right? So, thing is, me, Jaren, we were in the hostel.
Yeah.
So, thing is, so we came back after the huge
Oh,
COVID.
he's just hit the outpost. I'm so sorry to say
Oh
this.
my god, bro.
Very close. And I think they're claiming a
Wow.
corner as well.
It was a handball. They asked for a
Sonali
handball.
there. I think he's asking for a corner, it seems.
Bro, that should have been put in.
That it's just not been there.
Oh
Hey, how's it been on?
man, that's a corner. That's a corner. There was a deflection, but
No,
yeah,
I don't
nonetheless.
have the.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah, Rohan, go ahead. You were talking about our
So
hostel
thing is-
stories.
Yeah, so after this huge COVID-19 break, we coming back to our respective hostels. So thing is, me, Jaren, we're planning to watch some films or something like that, like how we used to do in our old times pre-COVID. So thing is, what happened was Jaren slept early apparently because of the travel lag and all that.
As always.
Yeah, as always, he slept early, and I
As
wait for him.
always,
Dude, he's
Come
just
on.
kidding. Come on, just be chill. Jaren. Yeah. So so the thing is, yeah. So the main point is that he fell asleep, and I was
Yeah.
waiting for him, and the thing that I could really see is that he was all asleep. And the thing is, we bought a lot of bunch of Lay's packets and
Yeah.
everything planned for the movie night,
Yeah.
and I wanted it. I
Yeah.
wanted some of it. And
Yeah.
thing is, at night I came to his room, and thing is, he did not open the door. He was actually asleep. Thought he would really wake up or something for the
Yeah.
movie night or something like that. So the next morning that I actually see is the entire packet was empty. We bought like 4 chips plus 2 Pepsi, and he finished it.
But Jaren just lives on
Yeah, that
this
night.
thing. I
That
swear.
night.
I don't.
Four
Come on,
lays.
guys.
4 lays.
It's just
Come on.
50% of my diet.
I don't know. The reason he was like, bro, I'm very hungry. I was very hungry. I mean, I felt
I
very sad.
was.
I was like, it's not about the Lay's packet that he ate. I'm like, how did he eat? Where is it going?
Bro, that's like Jaren in the morning, he eats that. I'm not kidding.
I don't know. He woke up in the middle of the
He-
night. Woke up in the middle of the night.
This guy
eating all the
eats.
Lays.
I wake up. Sometimes I just go to his room or something. I just see
Yeah.
that. He has Lays and Pepsi next to him. And he's working.
Yeah.
He eats that as breakfast, lunch. You give him for dinner, he'll eat that.
No, I don't. I just do it as my snacks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Just keeps eating. Just keeps eating.
It's just,
That's-
snacks between breakfast and
Lays
snacks
is,
between lunch
peach, I
and dinner.
guess.
Bro, the instant mode is unserviceable. Like, which part of planet are we living on?
Bro, did we change the location or something like that?
No.
You tell me
Ridiculous.
Instamart disclosed it too.
I don't know. Swiggy, sponsor us.
All the companies around the world sponsor us. Sponsor a Boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Alfie changed.
Happy children.
Alfie changed it back into something else.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, that's bad. It's supposed to be in our vibe. I mean, I think I was kind of hoping Austin would take the phone, but he is sleeping as usual.
Austin is sleeping.
Austin sleeping very, very, very much.
Very much.
He likes to sleep. He's a very much sleepy boy.
Sleepy.
Yeah, you're also very sleepy.
I actually wanted to fix my sleep pattern.
Yeah, you're having a very unhealthy sleep pattern.
No, I was. Not anymore.
Alright. I mean, you're trying your best, I guess. That would be
It's
good.
about trying your best in everything. This is Jaren. Jaren,
Yeah.
do you agree?
It is. Absolutely.
Jaren, tell something.
Jaren, what's your plan? Buy 3 Lays again.
Sorry?
What's your plan next? Buy 3 Lays. 3
Fine.
packets
I mean,
of
I
Lays.
have no idea. Our colleges are going to begin within a week, a few
Oh,
days
yeah,
from
but-
today.
I mean,
And
Lays-
I'll be
Lays is
frank, I'll
next.
miss this.
He's gonna take Lace to college.
I mean, Lays is next alcohol, I could really say.
Come on. Although I do feel that it's about time Lay sponsors me for a lifetime, the amount of contribution I've made.
I think he has contributed
think-
for at least 3% of Lace sales.
He has contributed a lot of boomer.
Yeah,
wins.
absolutely. I'll agree with that.
Basically, Lays should actually sponsor Jaren, or maybe the entire group.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just for
Lifetime
the-
sponsorship.
Yeah. So Jaren can actually buy Lays for free. Lays, if you're hearing this, please.
Lace and
Please do,
Jaren.
please do.
Yeah,
New
Lays and
content.
Jaren. Sitting on a tree. EATING.
It was nice. Our energy levels are slightly dipping.
Yeah, dribbling off. But thing is,
Yeah, I think just as the game is also slightly gone
Yeah.
down. I
Oh,
think in terms of-
Whoa!
that was a good shot. That was a good shot.
that was a
Good
good,
set.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
I think at this point in time, it just seems like Inter Milan too are just playing the waiting game. They're not looking to really attack as much, and that's showing as well. I mean, AC Milan too seem to be a
what's
little
your
disappointed with the
favorite
chances they've got.
FIFA song of all time?
Oh, oh. Sing along with me.
Oh, I tried. You did not sing back.
I mean, Jaren, if you sing, the melody resonates
People-
within my ears that I feel like dancing.
Bro, nah.
Thank you.
Jaren,
Thank you so
please
much.
sing.
I am not singing. People are gonna run away from this.
So I think you were talking about waving flag, right? How we used to have the waving. We used to have those songs in our MP3 players back then,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we did. We did.
and we used to listen to songs, and then
And then? Then?
live our lives.
See, I mean, I remember I used to carry a pen drive back when smartphones were not accessible or not created yet. And I used to have a bunch of songs in them, and Waving Flag was one of them. Definitely,
Bro,
Shakira's,
there's a
the two
MP3
songs that Shakira had.
converter in
Exactly.
downloading.
MP3 converter.
Yeah, YouTube to MP3
Bro, remember
converter,
the
yes.
SS that we used to type
Sorry?
SS hashtag, not hashtag, slash.
Oh, yeah, you had
SS.
to type something in the link if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
to
yeah.
download a YouTube video
Yeah.
into an MP3 file. If I'm not wrong.
I mean, another substitution
Yeah.
just being made for Edin Dzeko.
And this
It's
2017.
Romelu who's coming on. There's Romelu Lukaku who's coming up, and we're also seeing Dimarco going off for Stefan de Vrij. So now, I mean, it just seems like at this point in time, they're going for more strength and more defensive
Yeah, they
options.
go more
within-
defensive. They want to keep the lead at this point. They're not gonna create a lot more attacking impact at this point. That's a very typical Inter Milan thing to do so far in this season. It's just been phenomenal so far. I think they will try to kill the game out, manage the game well. That's one thing which they've done very well throughout the season. Manage the game well when they have a lead, not letting it slip away. At least in the Champions League so far.
Yeah. I mean, this team has been a very different team in the Champions League compared to what it has been in the Serie A. They struggled in the Serie A. They are, I think, if they don't, they might end up in they might not even end up in Champions League next year the way it has been for them. So this does mean a lot more to them, just in when it comes to the not just the fact that they want to do well in the Champions League now that they've been given the option, but also do well to ensure that they have a chance to get back to the stage next year. They are right now placed fourth though.
You have to
It's a good
agree to
team.
the fact that it's going to be neck and neck, especially in Serie A, especially to get that fourth position. Now, for Milan and both the
Absolutely.
Milan teams, they'll have to win the Champions League to give them a better chance to stay. Give them a chance to come back in the Champions League next season. So, Tammy, when it's 6:30 here in Sydney, but I just say watching this with you, mates, have been phenomenal. 6:30 in the
What
morning,
do
yeah.
you-
Tammy,
Tammy, man.
it's great to have you back, Tammy.
What's up,
Rowan is a
Tammy?
huge fan, I would have to say, of Australia.
Australia,
Rowan, you have to
eh?
talk about
Australia, mate.
Australia,
Australia.
mate. I would love to go to Sydney. Eh? I mean, I'm planning to go to Australia. So I would love to meet you if you exist. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah,
Whoa.
I was just kidding, man. I was just
She's always
kidding.
been there, Rowan. She's always been watching our live.
Oh, all right. Okay, I didn't know because I'm very new to it. So
Yeah.
Oh, Brisbane.
Oh yeah, there's another Aussie here. Michelle, it's nice
All
to
right,
see
I
you
think,
both back.
I think
after a
I'm
long
gonna go.
time.
I'm gonna go next year. Meet all of you guys. I mean, if you guys give
Yeah.
me your contact numbers, then it would be very easy for me to contact.
Which part of Australia are you going to?
Yeah, I would love to go to the Melbourne side, where I could.
Okay, I think
yeah.
both of them are not from Melbourne.
But I could really travel, after
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Australia is a
Yeah,
great place. That's where
Yeah, I'm planning
it
to get my
is. It
visa as
is.
soon as possible so that I could really travel to
Australia, man.
Australia, mine. I want to know how's Australia. Like, I just want to know from the viewers itself.
Yeah, I
How's
think
Australia? How's it? I mean, I'm planning to do social work there, something like that of sort.
never been to
So
Australia. I'm not the
yeah,
right one.
I
Tell me why
Yeah, I
Australia.
think me and Abel have only been in
don't know.
Australia through
I
our
mean,
TVs.
I always wanted to go to the West, and
Hmm.
Australia has always been fascinating, especially with the wildlife, especially with the people over there, the diversity over there, the history, all that. So yeah, something like that.
Yeah, great.
I'll just take a
Well,
break.
Michelle says she would love to have you there.
We will take a break in some time.
Yeah.
Just 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I think the game is just 70 minutes for the game to be over.
Yeah, I mean, we've also ordered some bibs,
But
just
yeah, Michelle says, Rohan Michelle says that she would love to have you in Australia, and she believes that the
Thank you. I
country
mean,
is
if
beautiful.
you would love to give your contact to
And
someone
yeah,
that we could really meet up, that would be really great. So
we would love to have you here. Yeah, I mean, they've been following us for a while. They watch
yeah,
cricket. And I think it's early morning there. Usually when we do IPL streams, it's like midnight. And I think it's a good time. Most of
yeah.
you, I know one thing about Aussies, they wake up early in the morning to go for jogging. They
oh
are
yeah,
early
okay.
wakers, bro.
I'm a very late waker. Is there a word for waker?
You wake up late.
A
Wake
late.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, early wake.
I'm a late night person. I
You're a
don't
night
wake
owl.
up. Yeah, so night owl,
Yeah.
nocturnal to be precise. So I don't really wake up. But I have my best buddies there in Australia. So one of the reasons why I want to go to Australia to meet my best buddies who were there with me from my childhood until my entire high school or entire schooling to be precise. So yeah, I mean, I would love to meet you guys, you fellas.
Mm.
There's another comment. How did you know I was gonna go running by Michelle Rodriguez?
Yeah. Abel,
Yeah,
it's
just
yours to answer.
highlight it out.
Okay, how did you know I was gonna go running? We all try to go running
I'll
in
just
the
take a break
park.
and come. It's an emergency.
Yeah, sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure, sure.
I'll be there.
See ya.
Whoa.
Okay, I just know this culture. I've got a lot of people in Australia, like some people who I know in Australia, and I know the culture is very prominent there, especially in terms of going there late night, trying to take a run, and it's a very sporting country for a reason. Everybody tries to
It
maintain
is.
that
It
fitness
is.
for everybody. So one of the reasons how I know.
I mean, from what I have seen on TV, it's a very beautiful country out there. Some of the what do you say, nature's best you can find in Australia, and I mean the culture around the people, the sporting culture there is really rich. It's not just the
Yeah,
cricket there. I think huge fan of. I mean, what do they call it? Called rugby
AFL,
in Australia. I think
AFL,
they call it AFL.
AFL.
Yeah, correct. I think it's slightly different from what American football is in terms of rules. But yeah, I'm very fascinated by that as well. And I think every Australian, if I'm not wrong, I mean, you guys can correct me in comment section, but every Australian at least once in their lifetime
It's
has
Aussie rules
some connection
football,
to
right?
football.
That's what they call it.
They call it
Au-
they call it
Aussie
footy, I
rules football.
suppose.
No, Aussie rules football. Where'd
I've
you
come
go?
back. I've come back. I mean, I had a call to make, but yeah,
It's a busy person. He makes calls at night, 2 in the morning.
yeah, that's what. That's why I'm a nocturnal.
Yeah, I think now our energies are seemingly running out, and the matches also seems to have just slowed down really. And yeah, even the players are just kicking the ball out of the lines, hoping for it to end. Action really doesn't seem to be happening. Milan, I mean AC Milan as well, seem to have been tired, and it's sort of a bit surprising for me because they are the one team that should be looking to take advantage of the situation at this point in time. Because it just seems like Milan are slowing down a little bit.
I woke up for uni. I'm a law student in Sydney. I'm from Melbourne.
All right,
Okay.
are you
Oh,
doing
that's
your
great.
bachelor's in law or something, or
Yeah, should be.
should be? Because I was planning to do. I mean, I wanted to do law, but thing is, right now I'm doing my bachelor's in law, but I wanted to do my
We all
master's.
are, yeah.
Yeah, we all are. We are all law students. So thing is, we. I mean, I when I researched, I could find that Australians won't take the bachelor's directly, but rather you need to study an extra bachelor's for law.
Possibly. You
Yeah,
have to do something. It's something
because
like Canada. She
So
says a
she does say
bachelor's
that
in
she is
law from
doing a
University of New
bachelor's in
South
law from.
Wales.
Yeah,
That's pretty interesting.
I hope
I
that's
mean, we are
working
law
well for
students
you,
as well, so like that.
yeah.
Tammy.
Great to have another law student on board.
Yeah. Yeah, the game just seems to have fizzled out. There seems to be now a VAR check from handball. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to have much of an effect. It's
Check
not
over. It's
definitely in the
over.
pen.
Check is over.
It's over, yeah.
Yeah.
But even now, from here on, you still feel that AC Milan should be able to do a lot more than they are. Just seems like they're ball chasing and Inter
The
Milan are in complete
pressure is
control.
going to be on Milan for the next leg for sure. I think they've almost sealed the tie. You can say so. Almost. I mean, I still you can't definitely predict on football, especially in two leg ties. But until unless they score one now, they've almost sealed it.
That's what I feel. I expect more from AC Milan at this stage in the game. They are trailing 2-0 at a Champions League semi final, which just seems like they are playing a league game because there doesn't seem to
Yeah,
be much
agree.
energy in there.
But in the
And
recent
players just
past
seem
as
to be,
well, Inter has had the wood over the AC Milan team. Inter has been the better
hmm.
team, especially in the recent past, the recent
Is it time to
ties.
bring in a certain Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
No, he's not registered for the Champions League.
Oh, he isn't. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right there. Yeah, that just means no one's coming. The Lion is going to be sitting in the sidelines, as he calls himself.
I think the Milan has lost its all energy. I mean, they're not really going
Absolutely.
I
picking up the
agree.
pace. I thought they were doing it well after the first half, but
Yeah,
not
I
really.
think it's
They
also
missed
because
out
it
on
just
those
seems like
opportunities, right? That really
I
put them
saw
down.
that, and internationally,
yeah, I think
they
the chances that they've created not really going in has really tired them out. And Milan, I mean, Inter Milan have been really, what do you say, adamant that they don't want to give them any space. That's also caused a lot of frustration. And look at these runs that they're making, right? It just seems so easy for Inter Milan, even at this stage.
Korea, another Argentinian there. I mean, Brozovic has made instant impact since he's come in the midfield. He's been
Yeah,
absolutely dominating the midfield. That tempo, whichever Milan has had, has gone off because of Brozovic's presence in the
correct.
midfield. He's won a couple of interceptions there. He's moving up the field as well a lot more. I mean, that's given them a lot more fluidity in the middle of the park. See, he's dropping way deep to collect the ball as well. I think Brozovic has been too good since the time he's come in. And the tempo has changed,
Absolutely.
Whatever Milan had has been cut off completely.
You still reckon, I mean, it just seems like at this point in time, they're going to play the clock out. And that's where I really hope Milan
But
try and
Milan
find
should
a
try to
way
get
in.
one. Milan will
One
be.
goal in the sky will change completely.
Oh,
This could be one. Just fizzles out again. Damian, the player there who deflected it, ensured that there was no pace on it. I think. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so much. Same. I mean, same from our end to you. Best of luck as well. Law is a very tedious subject to study. It's not at
Jen
all
loves
an easy
law.
task.
Yeah, Jen loves law. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
he reads law 24/7.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
right now
Yeah, I do. I do. I
he's doing
he's
a
genuinely
doing
do.
competition
the,
law.
he's,
I
yeah, he's
literally
doing
do.
Yeah,
I
competition
competition
eat
law
lace
that
and
I
I
think
study law.
yeah. So the thing is, he's very competent.
Yeah.
He's the one of the most highest scoring students.
he's the
Yeah,
topper.
he's the
No,
top. Yeah,
I'm
So,
not. I'm not, guys. I'm not. I'm not. I'm
that's
pretty
what the toppers
average.
actually say.
yeah,
The toppers actually say, bro,
I'm pretty mid.
pretty
he's
mid.
mid.
Yeah, he's mid. Yeah, he's a mid player.
Yeah.
We've got Kululu. What's your favorite, the most funniest football name you ever heard?
Those names that you actually brought up.
Okay.
Yeah,
So my favorite has to be Chris Smalling. Was someone who's his size. I don't think he should be called Smalling.
Not bad.
mine is
Mine
Abel
is drink
Varghese.
water.
Drink
Mine is Abel
water.
Varghese.
Mine is?
Abel Varghese.
Oh, he's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. Very funny also.
He's damn
Gully football.
good. Gilly football.
Yeah, gully
Gilly
football.
football.
Gully football.
In Kuwait, you used to play in the gullies.
No, bro, there's no gullies in Kuwait.
That's bad, bro.
I think for me, the biggest issue for AC Milan has been Messias. I
Oh,
mean, Junior
that's
Messias, he's gotten
big.
two chances, not converted them. And it's where I believe this could be a chance here, but nice. It's a foul as well going towards AC Milan. So
So, Rohan, tell me, how was
It
your
just
first
seems
live stream of football
I
so
mean, I
far?
feel very, very happy, like, engaging with the audience.
Mm.
And I mean, I never expected people
You
to
had your
like it.
girlfriend come in the middle as well.
Yeah, and just starting it.
I hope she's hearing it.
I don't think she is actually. So thing is, I'm very happy. I love engaging with a lot of people, especially people around the world. I never expected a lot of people internationally,
Yeah, we had people from
yeah,
Australia.
coming and engaging with
I think we had
us.
Netherlands,
Spain,
Spain,
Germany,
Yeah, and
yeah.
plus
and Netherlands.
I
Yeah,
don't follow with football, but thing is, I felt like I was a pro football commentator or something like that when I came up here.
yeah,
And thanks to Abel, wanting me to come into this live and sharing my insights about football and whatever it
yeah.
is. But although it was planned to be off track, it was. But thing is,
We should
we
do this
went
for
on
cricket
track.
as well, I think.
Oh no, 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 hell no! I got no clue about cricket.
How will we do this tomorrow?
See,
Yeah,
if the audience wants it, I would love to. But thing is, yeah, I mean,
well, I mean, we're gonna have this kind of chill streams,
let's see. Yeah.
Not a bad thing. Just sit and talk about cricket. What do you think, Jared? Watch along for cricket as well?
Absolutely. Cricket probably it's going to be a longer one.
No, we can
So
do one innings, second innings.
yeah, I think we can start doing it for the. I mean, we can start doing it for the playoffs as well,
No, I don't
playoffs
want
and
to do it for
final.
playoffs. Playoffs are very intense.
We can try it from starting from tomorrow. Sandivani would have a lot to say on his KKR team when they play tomorrow.
Yeah, he's an expert.
But yeah, I mean, as you're speaking, there is a potential goal scoring free kick here, and nah, it's just not going their way. AC Milan, they've tried their best. This one again could have been a very good chance, but not up to what they need. And there we go. Ibrahimovic is sitting there in the sidelines. The Lion is not happy.
He's not happy at all.
Just 5 minutes to go now. What do you reckon, Nabil? I mean, obviously, just doesn't seem like a goal is definitely going to come again in this match. Would start off as a very good half for AC Milan, as you rightly pointed out. Brozovic has really shut the shop for them. What do you think about the next one?
I think
Sports
what's
committee is
happening
here.
with fluidity in the game is
Sports
I
committee
think one thing
has joined
as you
our
mentioned, right,
live
as
as well.
Brozovic also needs to really move up what Brozovic has done is disrupt AC Milan's momentum, and that's something which Brozovic brings in. Even for Croatia, he has done it brilliantly, and I mean I think he's just brilliant.
I would like to say, yeah, hello, sports committee. We'll definitely be calling you. We would like to know this is regarding as to what, because none of us are in the sports committee anymore.
Good night, DA students. Thanks, sir.
Hi, students. Call me. Good night, students. That's good. That's great. Oh, is it our college sports committee or what?
I don't know. We don't know.
We have no
Yeah,
idea.
we have no idea.
It's a sports committee, that's for sure.
Oh, it's a sports committee. Alright. But why? Okay, I'm not really sure what is happening. But
Hi,
yeah,
students.
hi, students. Call me. I mean, this is a live match.
I mean,
Come on. How can we call it a live match? And who is this?
we don't even need to know. Leave it. Leave it. Hi, DA students.
I thought it was you.
How are you? I told you, right? This has happened to us once again. I don't want to talk about it on live stream. Good night, DA students. Good night. Good night.
Good night from our end as well.
What are the chances of one goal coming right now, Rohan?
From international,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, one goal.
No, what about Milan?
I don't really think so.
One goal. Come on. Come on, Milan. One goal before we end it. Oh,
Shit.
that's a foul. Conceded.
That'll make my whole jersey proud.
I think it's pretty much about time to close the live stream.
Fans are
There
just
is
disappointed in AC Milan.
Yeah, I see Milan. I think
And how
I am.
like, can you just give me an insight? I mean,
like
how do they play their games? Like, how are they all overall?
I mean AC Milan.
Well, I mean,
AC Milan were the champions of Italy last season in the league.
Okay,
And
makes sense.
this is the first time they made it to the semi-final of a Champions League in the last 16 years.
All right.
They have won 7 Champions Leagues, which is the second most by any team in the history.
Oh,
They're historically a very royal team, but in the recent past, both these Milan teams have fallen off.
I mean, I can get the pressure.
I think that's also got to do,
Storyline.
Rohan, with a lot of issues when it comes to Serie A as well. Serie A, once upon a time, used to be the biggest league in Europe, in the world. I mean, to be very frank, but then it's really the focus really shifted to La Liga, and now it's shifted to Premier League in England. The La Liga is from Spain. That's also kind of reduced the quality of players that come to this league now, and that's also the reason why both these teams have fallen off. I mean, Juventus has still done well, but these two teams have had a late resurgence of sorts, where now the Italian football seems to get a lot more exciting and it's creating a lot more talents. From example, what happened with Napoli this year, winning the Scudetto, it's a very exciting time if you're an Italian football fan.
Absolutely.
But yeah, guys, I think it's pretty much been a long stream. Able time to close the curtains, or you want to watch
Let's
the
just
last
end the
minute?
game. Let's just end the game. It's
alright,
like
just
what,
waiting-
3 more
waiting-
minutes.
Yeah, 3 more minutes for the game. Huh? Will they extend it?
Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
I mean,
Priyanka.
3 more minutes. I'm
Yeah.
just-
We hope we've kept you and your 8 cousins pretty much entertained throughout. And we know towards the end, it's
Literally,
slightly
me and my
fizzled
entire 8 cousins put
off,
your,
but yeah.
your stream on TV, on YouTube, and we're listening to it, watching it.
That's crazy, man.
Also, I mean, like
I
there
mean,
was
you got very enthusiastic viewers, and I'm really happy about it.
Yeah.
they are very committed. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they're very
beautiful.
committed. Yeah, that's the right word to use. Yeah.
I mean, so we have put up some good content, is what we believe. Or else we would have been sounding boring.
We hope so, yeah.
Exactly. And I would have gone boring if you guys were boring. So you guys were the power. You guys were the
Thank you.
mitochondria, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Well, that's how we were taught to pronounce it, so I am assuming, yeah, you were right.
Yeah,
It's mitochondria.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. Again, I'm glad we could be part of your viewing experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, thanks for staying up. I know which part of the world you are in, but thanks for staying up late
And
night.
I hope I entertain you guys as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are there are other comments, I believe.
The other comments as well. Is there any more comments?
No, I think that's
Story.
pretty much it. Covered.
Stories are amazing, truly fun and hilarious. Oh, yeah, thank you so
Oh,
much.
she is in UK studying medicine, which means I think it's around 7 there, 8, 7, 8 there, if I'm not wrong.
No, it's 10.
So-
It's past 10.
Yeah, it's past 10, I believe. It's
Jen is googling the time right now. in UK.
yeah, in UK.
I can
Ha,
hear him.
yes.
And there's another country that I would love
Yeah, it's
to,
10.
but
Yeah.
I like to fact check things, guys. That's my bane as a lawyer. I mean,
UK
not a lawyer,
UK
as a law student.
economic crisis at the moment.
Yeah. Vijay Mama, I love you.
Vijay Mama, Vijay Malia, we love you.
Not Vijay. I didn't say which Vijay. I'm talking about Vijay Mama.
I mean, I'm talking about Vijay Malia. I think you must be talking about Vijay Ishudas or something.
No, I just said Vijay Mama.
Who's Vijay Mama?
He's Rishi Sunak's mama.
Can we?
Rishi Sunak.
Let's
I
not
was
get
supposed to
political
make
here.
political comments here because since I'm a
I did not
political
say
writer,
anything. I did not say anything.
I mean,
I just said Vijay
I have a
Mama,
tendency to tell a lot of political shit.
You don't have to. We refrain.
All right.
Yeah, we refrain from politics. All out.
That's right. Last time we were told to speak on certain issue on like social
Afghanistan.
issue.
Okay.
I
Social
skipped that.
issue on Boomer. You
Yeah.
could have called me up, man.
No, we didn't have to.
Okay.
Now that's the reason why we've gotten you here. Any social issues, Rohan will be addressing it.
But we don't have to see on this
Expressing.
channel. It'll be Rowan's YouTube channel.
Not
yes.
on this channel, no. I mean,
No, it's interesting
for
actually
today-
studying medicine there. How's it studying medicine in the UK?
I
Yeah,
think she was settled there for a very long time.
Yeah, because she's got cousins there.
Yeah,
so I think
sounds
she's
like they were all there for a very long time. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin's there in Birmingham, so
Oh wow.
yeah.
oh, where are you from, Priyanka? I mean, where are you based off in UK? We would like to know that as well. Rohan says she's a British citizen. So there you go, Rohan. That's pretty much
I
what
think
you.
that's just an assumption.
Yes,
that
yeah.
She is
Yeah,
She
being
might be a British
yeah,
citizen.
She might be a Brit on. Oh,
she's from Bristol.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is a British citizen. Yeah.
Okay, but
Bristol.
she keeps watching our live streams a lot.
That is very amazing.
She
You know,
watches
people from
cricket
all
as well.
around the world watching your live stream. I'm very.
I don't think there's
Absolutely.
been anyone from India watching us so far.
Exactly. I'm engaging with international people, and that's kind of
And that makes sense as well.
Yeah.
Even 3 o'clock at night,
Exactly.
it just makes sense. We have a lot of people who watch Champions League, but then these are not also not. I mean, India usually has a fan following for British clubs. I mean, whether it be the Man United or Chelsea for that matter. Not so much Man City, but there are not gonna get into that. But yeah, Liverpool as such. So we've got a lot of fan following for English clubs. Italian clubs not as much anymore. I think 1990s India still. I mean, not 1990s as much. Not many football watchers, but I think as of now it's Premier League in India as much, not as much as the other leagues.
Agree.
Yeah, Saloni says she's also from UK, London.
UK. She's
So
from London.
great to have you as well, Saloni.
London, eh?
London, yeah. Have some breaky.
Breaky time.
Yeah, I mean,
time.
we've come to the end of the match. It's 2-0 to Inter Milan.
Okay, we got a lot of
Internazionale
medicine.
go into their home ground, same ground, San
I'm in
Siro.
London studying medicine.
And-
Okay. So we've got how many medical students? I think Dr. Smriti Joyma was doctor.
Yeah.
Then we have Saloni, Priyanka.
Priyanka.
Oh, that's a lot of medical students. I think there's a med stream, boys.
And we got a lawyer from Australia.
Yeah, we got a lot
Yeah.
from Australia. So.
We did.
Great, Saloni. You're
Yeah.
also in the UK.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it from us for today. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you Abel and Rohan for making it interesting.
Peace.
2 hours. We've been here for 2 hours. Now we need to go back to our beds and have a good
What's
night.
your close-out sign? Yeah, let's go.
Mbappe.
Yeah, I mean,
Dios.